Hello, everybody. Happy Monday. So good to see you. Hello, DNA. Hello, TS. Hello, Meerkat. How are you guys doing this evening? I hope everybody's doing well. Sorry for the bit of the miscommunication. I was saying on stream yesterday that our next stream would be on Tuesday, but after some things happened, I ended up saying, screw it, let's stick to our regular schedule. Let's stream on Monday. So here we are. Not only am I excited to be here with you guys, as always, and play some video games tonight and have fun, tonight's going to be an extra special stream because we are starting a brand new game, which is always really exciting. I know, studio audience, I know it is always really exciting when we start a new game. This is a game that was not on my radar in the slightest. It's an indie game that came out on April 10th, so about 2 weeks ago. I'd never even heard of it. I saw so many people streaming it, and I said, what the heck is that? I watched about an hour of someone streaming it, and I was hooked. It was so good. At that point, I was like, I need to stop watching because I need to play this myself, and I need to go into it blind. So if you haven't seen Blueprints before, it is a very interesting blend of puzzle and roguelike elements. We haven't played a puzzle game on this stream in ages, and due to the fact that we've been playing a ton of RPGs lately, I thought this would be a perfect palate cleanser, if you will. There's also the simple fact that everyone is saying this game is amazing. It has got really, really, really good reviews across the board. Apparently, people are calling it like Game of the Year candidate, or at the very least, like Indie Game of the Year candidate. It's very well received so far, which, you know, all of that is to say I'm very excited to check it out myself. We are going to be playing it on PC, and here's the little blurb on PC if you are interested. It says, welcome to Mount Holly, where every dawn unveils a new mystery. Navigate through shifting corridors and ever-changing chambers in this genre-defying strategy puzzle adventure. But will your unpredictable path lead you to the rumored Room 46? So the one thing I do know is apparently we're going to take lots of notes. I've been advised to have a notebook and a pen nearby. We're going old school for this one. So I've got my notebook. I'm ready to take some notes. And I mean, you guys know how I like to do things around here. I don't want anyone to backseat per se, especially if you're already familiar with the game. You know, no shouting the solutions in the chat or anything. But I very much would love to work collaboratively with you guys. You know, we can solve some of these puzzles together. You can put some of your ideas in the chat. Like I said, I don't think I really need to explain rules around here, but you guys know how I like to operate. I certainly don't mind playing in tandem with you guys. Hopefully we won't get any people coming in here and straight up backseating or anything like that, but we'll see how it goes. You know, it's Twitch. Yeah, I'm very excited for a puzzle game. I was saying on yesterday's stream, I literally can't remember the last time that we played a puzzle game on stream, like a pure puzzle game. It might have been the Talos Principle, which, according to my Steam page, we played in June of 2020. So it's, you know, it has been quite some time since we did a good old puzzle game, and I'm very, very excited. Hi, Kirky. Hi, Ash. How are you guys this evening? It's so good to see you both. Ash says, greets everyone with some pizzeria pizza fresh from the oven on a Monday. $1 per slice. Hot damn. Literally. That sounds delicious. I've actually got a smoothie that I didn't finish from this morning that I'm sipping on here this evening. I think I'll have a bit of a later dinner. We'll see how Blueprints goes. Ooh, please. Hi.
Meow Taller Comfy, you said 7-year affiliate anniversary, yet I have 94-month sub. How does that work, Taller Comfy?
How does that work? Hang on. How many months is 7 years? 7 times 12 is 84, and yet Bleeze has 94 months. Okay. I know I said we were playing a puzzle game tonight. I think this is the real puzzle. What the fuck? I swear to you, yesterday on stream, Twitch told me it was my 7-year affiliate anniversary. But they must have been wrong. It had to have been 8 years. Mr. Bleeze's time traveler confirmed. I am like absolutely stumped here right now. Like someone insert like the math symbols going around my head. I started streaming in December of 2026. So apparently I got affiliate in April, which would have been 2017. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. No, it must have been my 8-year affiliate anniversary. I think Twitch was wrong. Twitch told me yesterday it was my 7-year affiliate anniversary, and I think they're wrong. Because the math ain't mathin'. Bleeze has got a 94-month sub. Apparently TS has been following for 8 years and 5 days. And according to my math, which I did have to use my fingers for, full transparency, I have been streaming for 8.5 years. So, yeah, I think Twitch fucked up. Regardless, Bleeze, thank you so much for the 94 months and for warming up my brain. Clearly, we got to get things moving here if we're going to make any progress in Blueprints, because just trying to figure out how long I've been streaming on Twitch was a mental exercise in and of itself. So, thanks for getting things moving here. But no, it must have been... Yeah, no, it must have been my 8th anniversary. And you know what? I'm blaming Twitch. Maybe I misread. I didn't realize it was my stream anniversary at all until I started stream yesterday, and Twitch was like, guess what? It's your affiliate anniversary. And maybe they did say 8 and I misread and saw 7, and maybe this is all my fault. But you know what? We could blame Twitch too anyway, right? We'll see. Someone fucked up. It might have been me. But regardless, thank you very much, Mr. Bleach, for the sub, and I appreciate it, and it's good to see you. I don't think we have a sub age. We have a follow age, and I got affiliate very soon after I started streaming. It was within 6 months, so all evidence points to the fact that yesterday was actually my 8-year affiliate anniversary, not my 7-year affiliate anniversary, and I think that's the solution to this puzzle, if you will. We'll call it 8. Bleeze, I mean, maybe they just went on 2020 didn't exist like most of us. That's true too. So, anywho, how's everybody doing today? Happy Monday. Thank you all so much for being here. We had a great day yesterday playing Avowed. It was a bit of a shorter stream because we actually got to the point of no return in Avowed yesterday. And according to our resident Avowed expert, Euro, aka the only guy we know who's beaten Avowed so far, so we've been asking him questions because I don't want to Google anything and spoil it for myself. He said the last section of Avowed is between 2 and 3 hours in length, approximately. So I said, you know what? Let's finish things a little bit early tomorrow, such that this coming weekend, we know we're going into the Avowed finale. So for anyone who didn't see it yesterday, I believe I just published the VOD live on YouTube, so you can go get caught up. This coming Sunday, we will be finishing Avowed, which is kind of exciting. And then, of course, tonight we're starting a brand new game, and also exciting. DNA says, your day's been busy. I mean, hopefully that helped your day go by, right? I mean, nothing worse than like a slow, dreary Monday. So sometimes busy is the way to go. Ash says, you completed plenty of Hades runs. You're getting close to Skelly's second prize and finished up the new episodes of Last of Us 2 and Lazarus. Awesome. That sounds like a pretty good day to me. You went and voted, then went and dropped off your car to get your winter tires off and hung out in the mall until it was ready, went to work at 4 and been here since. Sounds like a productive day. That was originally why I rescheduled the stream. So we do stream on Mondays around here. That's just sort of our tradition, if you will. But I said yesterday that I was going to reschedule Monday's stream to Tuesday this week because here in Canada, there's a federal election and I wanted to make sure I had enough time to go vote. And I had no idea, was I going to be there for an hour? Was I going to be there for 5 minutes? I figured it was easier if we just streamed tomorrow instead. But this morning, me and Alana woke up and we were like, you know what? What if we just go now? I had to drive Alana to work this morning anyway. And I was like, what if we just stop into the polling station and see? Like, if it's busy, screw it, we'll keep moving. But, like, maybe there will be no one there. And there was no one there. It was beautiful. We walked in at just before 8 a.m., literally walked in, voted, walked out. It was ideal. So sorry to sort of flip-flop on the scheduling. That's why we're back on again for tonight, because I did get the voting out of the way this morning, which is fantastic. So for anybody in Canada, please make sure you get out and vote. Depending on where you are located, polling stations may already be closed. But on my end of the country, you've still got over an hour left. So make sure you exercise your right to vote. And yay, democracy, woo. Vote! Hey, Jaco, how are you? Yeah, enjoy your lurk, DNA, thank you. No need to apologize. Honestly, good on you for preparing for the worst case scenario. Well, yeah, the last thing I wanted to do was either feel really rushed or B, have to post in the Discord and be like, hey guys, I'm stuck in a never ending democratic line and I'm not going to make it. So we you know, played it very conservatively with the rescheduling of the stream, but we're back now. It's Monday, it's our day, and we're ready to start Blueprints. So without further ado, how about we get into this game? I'm not sure if any of you guys have played Blueprints yet. I know a lot of people have been playing it. I kind of talked about this earlier. I don't think I need to tell you guys we have a fantastic community around here. But obviously, please no overt spoilers. I'm A-okay with, you know, you guys providing tips here and there. But, you know, no one's sitting in the back of the car yelling at me how to beat the game or anything like that. But otherwise, I think we're going to have a good time. From what I understand, a lot of you guys haven't played Blueprints, so I'm hoping we can almost make this a cooperative adventure and we can solve some of these puzzles together. I've got my notebook here. I got my pen. I'm going to take this seriously. I'm so ready. Does the Blueprints have a twin brother named the Red Prince? Maybe. 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 Should I go into the settings? Maybe. I mean, hard to know the volume slider. I guess you guys let me know what you think of the volume, especially when we actually get into the game. It looks like it's at about 70% right now, so I can turn it up or turn it down if needed. Controls, mouse sensitivity feels pretty good, honestly. Okay. Graphics, resolution's good, full screen, brightness. Okay, that seems probably good as well. Alright, I guess we'll just give it a shot. Like I said, if you need me to adjust anything, we can, but let's just roll into a new game and see what we're working with here. Loading, loading. No shaders to generate tonight. That's a nice change from the games we've been playing lately. Just some plain old loading. We'll take it. Dogubomb presents. That's a cool name for a game studio. Dogubomb? Can someone Google Dogubomb Studio and see where they're located? In association with Raw Fury. A game by Tonda Rose? Sounds like a dark and stormy night here. Who is this, Grandpa? Please, have you enjoyed what you've played of this game so far?
Herbert S. Sinclair of the Mount Holly Estate at Reddington do publish and declare this instrument my last will and testament,
Riz!
and hereby revoke all wills and codicils heretofore.
You arrived just in time. We are just starting Blueprints. This is the opening cutscene.
I give and bequeath to my
Looks like Grandpa died.
Simon P. Jones,
This must be
son
the
of my
family.
dear niece, Mary
We're going through the last will and testament. Riz, thank you so much for the raid. Everyone, if you aren't following my friend Riz, go check him out right now. He is fantastic.
Near Mount Holly. The above provision and bequest is contingent on my aforementioned grandnephew discovering the location of the 46th room of my 45-room estate.
Interesting. Okay.
Of the room has been kept a secret from all the staff and servants of the manor, but I am confident that any heir worthy of the Sinclair legacy should have no trouble uncovering its whereabouts within a timely manner. Should my grandnephew fail to uncover this room or provide proof of his discovery to the executors of my will, then this gift shall lapse.
Interesting. That's a cool premise.
Whereof I have hereunto set my hand this 18th day of March, 1993.
Oh, damn. We gone back in time.
S. Sinclair.
1993. I wasn't even born yet. Blueprints. Okay, so in order for us to get the mansion that was left to us in our grand uncle's will, we need to solve the mystery and locate the 46th room of his 45-room mansion. This is day 1 of our journey, and I have a feeling this is going to be a good one. I like the art style. I like that it's almost like comic book-y. It's a little bit cel-shaded. That's pretty cool. And there you go, we have it. Yes, sorry, I was trying not to miss anything there in the opening monologue. TS did some look into Dogubomb, an indie game development studio founded by Tonda Ross and based in the heart of Hollywood, California. Apparently, Blueprints is Dogubomb's debut game. I was saying earlier, Dogubomb is the coolest name for a studio, so thank you for the background information, TS. Crazy to think this is their debut game and it's made such a splash. I've heard nothing but good things about this game from everyone, and it looks like Riz has been playing it too. I told you guys Riz had good taste. You better go check him out, alright? Looks like Riz was streaming Balatro tonight. Thank you for bringing your crew over there, Riz. I really appreciate it. Abby is here. Abby says, I'm not allowed to look at this game yet, but hi, I love you. I hope you enjoy the game. I've heard nothing but good things. Sounds good, Abby. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Totally understand if you want to play the game for yourself or you don't want any spoilers. Feel free to go on ahead. We finished Digital Devil Saga today, and we had some remaining time, so we played some Balatro. Honestly, sounds like a great lineup. That's awesome, Riz. What is next for you in terms of the schedule now that you're done? DDD, Triple D. Do you have anything else lined up? Abby's actually got a key for this game, so they'll be playing it soon. Oh, amazing, amazing. Yeah, I was saying earlier, this game was not on my radar in the slightest. I had never even heard of it. I mean, it is a debut game by an indie game studio, so it didn't necessarily have a lot of buzz surrounding it. And I saw so many people streaming it, and I saw so many articles talking about how good it is, and I was just like, holy crap. We got to check this out for ourselves. So here we are. I'm going into it almost 100% blind. I've seen a little bit of gameplay, enough to make me say, okay, I want to play this myself. But other than that, pretty much a completely blind playthrough here. We just uncovered the premise of the game, and that is, I got to solve this puzzle if I want this mansion to be mine. And honestly, it's freaking gorgeous. Look at this place. Look at this view. Holy moly, it's beautiful. It is peaceful. It is quiet. It's got a fountain. What more could you ask for, right? I actually got a key for Claire Obscure Expedition 33. Huge surprise, so that's next for me. Oh, that's amazing, Riz. I am so excited for Expedition 33. I actually went to GameStop and picked up my copy on Thursday when it came out. That's another amazing new indie game. 2025 is just shaping up to have some incredible indies. But I'm saving Expedition 33 for my birthday. My birthday's coming up on May 8th, and I took May 8th and May 9th off work. So my plan is to sit down, get cozy, and just binge Expedition 33 for my B-Day, so I'm very anxiously waiting it and trying to avoid spoilers, but from all I've heard, that's another game that has gotten some amazing reviews. Where do we think this mansion is located? Honestly, I was just thinking about how it could be located near me. Like, this very much could be the Rocky Mountains of Alberta. It's got, you know, the green pine trees, mountains all around. Very much could take place somewhere on the west coast of North America in the Rocky Mountains. Could be on the other side of the mountains, could be in BC, but it certainly looks like a familiar landscape to me. My DVD of Anora has arrived today. What is Anora? I've never actually heard of that film. I'm going to get my copy of Expedition 33 this weekend. Amazing. Amazing. Oh my god, Ash, I forgot you've been accumulating a PS5 collection and don't have a PS5. The dedication there is unmatched, my friend. The tallest mountain is very distinctive. It kind of looks like an arrow. Extremely distinctive. It's just like, these look like regular mountains, and then boom. Big tall mountain. Alright, let's look around inside. Grand Uncle liked sculptures of little birds. Can't blame him there. I do too. And what have we here? Open only in the event of my death. Well, judging by the opening cutscene, I think Granduncle is dead, meaning we can open this. Simon. I guess that's my name, because I'm Simon. Hi, I'm Simon, role-playing today. Welcome to Mount Holly. You may not remember, but I have fond memories of your many visits here as a young boy, and I hope these rooms provide you with as much amusement as it did in those lost summer days. By the time you read this, I will assume you are fully aware of my last wishes and all the details of the bequest. Please do not mistake my intentions in giving you this challenge as a lack of confidence. I assure you, nothing could have been further from my mind when I chose you as my heir. With that said, there are a few ground rules of this commission covered in the fine print of my will that I feel I should bring to your attention. No tools or items may be brought onto the estate from the outside. Tools and items found on the estate may not be taken off the estate. And you may not stay overnight. I don't suspect that any of these stipulations should prove an impediment for someone as resourceful as yourself, but it is very important to me that you start fresh each morning and not rely on the successes of the previous day. One final word of advice. Do not assume the rooms you find today will be the same rooms you find tomorrow. These grounds have provided me a home for the last half-century, and even I am uncertain of which room lies beyond any particular door. Oh, I think I misunderstood. I thought this guy was my grand uncle, because didn't he call me his nephew? But now he's saying, oh, no, that makes sense. He's my grandmother's brother. I saw the reference to grandmother, and I was like, huh? Were you married to grandma? But no, I think these things can still exist together. This guy can still be my great uncle, and I can still have a grandma, and everything works. Anywho, your grandmother used to say, don't go where the path leads, abandon the path, and go where you want it to lead. With all my love and wishes, best of luck, Herbert. Okay, and then what have we here? A map, the Mount Holly Blueprint. This will serve as a useful map and inventory log during your adventures. You may access the blueprint menu by pressing tab. Hi, Earl. How are you? You arrived just in time. We're literally just getting started here with blueprints. The TLDR is my great uncle died. He left me his mansion in his will. However, he said I only actually get it if I can solve the mystery of the mansion and get to the 46th room of his 45-room mansion. Interesting, right? So, we just picked up the Mount Holly Estate blueprints, where we have only one room unlocked, the entrance hall. Past the steps and beyond the grand doors, admission to Mount Holly is granted by way of a dark and garish lobby, suitably called the entrance hall. From here, each guest's adventure begins. However, the 3 doors that proceed onwards do not always lead to the same adjoining room. So that's where the roguelike elements come into play, as every day things are going to be different. And as you can see, there are a whole bunch of different possibilities here. The only one we have uncovered, however, is the entrance hall. Interesting that the entrance hall is not considered a room 001 on the list, though. That's kind of interesting. Hey, Kev, how are you? Happy Monday. Welcome to Blueprints. We just arrived, and that's suspicious. An ace and a queen. Okay. We've got statues of who I can only assume was my great uncle. It's currently... Oh god, I'm so bad at telling time on an analog clock. 9 o'clock, just after 9 o'clock? Okay. Oh, what's this? Searching the estate can be exhausting. Each time you enter a room, you will lose 1 footprint. When you no longer have any footprints left, you will be too tired to continue searching the manor and must call it a day. Oh, that's what the little footprints up in the top left corner mean. So that's another mechanic we need to keep in mind. Tiflor, analog clocks confuse her. That makes me sound like such a zoomer, doesn't it? Enjoy your lurk, Ash. Enjoy your pizza. Euro says, I'm good. To be honest, I'd be all for a random great uncle putting me in this situation. Seems rich enough to make it worth it. Oh yeah, look at this mansion, Euro. Look at this mansion. All you gotta do is take some time off work and solve the puzzle, and this place is yours. I would be all in for this, too. Okay, I'm wasting steps. I know I am, but I had to look at that. Let's go through the poker card door, I guess. I don't know. Okay, interesting. So as you approach a door, you actually select what sort of room you want to go to. So we've got a closet, which has items in it, a bedroom, which when we enter, we gain 2 footsteps, or a hallway. Let's go get items, I guess. Seems pretty good. Riz says, I legit had a run today where I got really far and then ran out of steps and I'm so mad about it. Oh no. So that's what I've heard too, is you have to be willing to like let go. Like sometimes, you know, a lot of times in puzzle games, you sort of beat your head against the wall until you find a solution. Apparently in this game, due to its random and procedural nature, sometimes you just have to give up on a run and start fresh and take what you've learned and proceed. So I think that's something we're kind of gonna have to come to terms with. In here we get a key and a shovel. An old weathered shovel. Looks like it could be useful for digging. Okay. Yeah, I've had runs where I realized I was a goner, even with 30 steps left, and just call it a day. So we can go to a lavatory, a storeroom, or a pantry. The storeroom has +1 keys, 1 jewel, and 1 money. That sounds pretty good. Let's go there. I see the money. I don't know if Grand Uncle's mansion includes a store. I'm not sure what else we're going to do with the money, but I'll take it. There's a beautiful painting of a bride in here. And then over here we've got nook, pantry, and bedroom. Let's go pantry. At this point I just kind of want to check out all the different rooms and see what we're working with. Ooh, a note. Bridget, please pick up some more fruit before Friday, as we've just been informed that we may have an extra guest exploring the house next week. 50 steps should be more than enough, so I think an even spread would be ideal. 5 apples, 5 bananas, 5 oranges. The enclosed amount should cover expenses, but please bring back any change from the order and leave it in the pantry. Okay, that feels like something I should write down. I said earlier, I've got my notebook here. Everyone's told me I've got to have a notebook. This feels like something I maybe need. 5 apples, 5 bananas, 5 oranges? I don't know what I'm going to do with that information. It just feels like I should write it down, so let's go for it. Also, 50 steps isn't a lot of steps. Imagine taking 50 steps and then being like, yeah, I need to eat 5 apples, 5 bananas, and 5 oranges. Fruit salad, yummy, yummy. Guess that was the change. Ooh, and there's the apple. Which apparently gives me +2 steps. Nice. So clearly not everything can be interacted with. Like, it looks like a lot of this stuff is just sort of decor. I can't climb the ladder or anything. Okay. Next. Guest bedroom, parlor, or bedroom. The parlor has a puzzle piece on it, which intrigues me, so let's check that out. Ah, that must be Grandpapa, or Granduncle, whatever. Grandpapa just rolls off the tongue a little better, you know? Money. Coin purse. Each time you collect 3 coins, earn an additional 1 coin in interest. Nice. What do I do with the coins? I don't know. Dear Herbert, May the 2nd. It was a great honor receiving the invitation to dine at your estate with the Oldhams this past Thursday. If I'm being frank, it has been quite a while since we had been seen in decent society, and we were beginning to worry that my wife's wit had lost its charm. I have no delusions that my company is rival to hers. If I can refresh your memory, we both spent much of that evening discussing our mutual love of games and puzzles, and I had mentioned to you a rather singular parlor game I had played some years back, involving 3 boxes of different colors. You had pressed me to write with the particulars of this game when I found the time, and I have included with this letter all the details you will need to share with guests, should you be inclined to play this confounding game. Always your friend, M. Lowry. 1. There will always be at least one box which displays only true statements. There will always be at least one box which displays only false statements. Only one box has a prize within. The other two are always empty. Should I write that down? I'm like, I don't know what I'm supposed to write down or not. We found a rather curious wind-up key, a component of the parlor game. Oh, okay. All 3 boxes contain gems. The other 2 boxes contain gems. This box contains gems. So one is true, one is false. Yeah, if we're gonna play this game often, I feel like I need to write this down. Honestly, it's a lot of text. I'm gonna take a picture. Okay. There will always be at least... No, hang on. There's conditional sentences in here. There will always be at least one box which displays only true statements. There will always be at least one box which displays only false statements. Only one box has a prize within, the other 2 are always empty. So we need to figure out which of these boxes is telling the truth. All 3 boxes contain gems. The other 2 boxes contain gems. This box contains gems. So this one can be true. For this one to be true, these ones also need to be true. Right? Which means this one can't be true, because at least one of them needs to have a false statement. And the only way this one is true is if these ones are true as well. But if one of them has to be false... Yeah. Only one box contains gems. So, yeah, if black is false, white is false, and blue is false, right. Which also doesn't work. One of them has to be true. Black can be true while the other 2 are false. This box contains gems. Yeah, right. It could. It could be. Because if this one is false... then that doesn't mean this has nothing in it. That just means that this one has nothing in it, which would also mean this is false. Because all 3 boxes don't contain gems, it's because this one doesn't. So it's got to be this one. I think. I feel like I'm working myself into a bit of a circle here, but let's see. I think it's this one. Yeah! That was some teamwork right there. I think that was some teamwork between me and Bleeze and TS. Now, unfortunately, did I reach a dead end? Huh. What do I do if I can't go any further? Yeah, I think the way I mapped out the rooms, I didn't realize by selecting the parlor there I was going to give myself a dead end. So I think I actually kind of soft-locked myself. I was just so excited to see the puzzle. I don't think we can go any further, though, because this way, dead end, this way, dead end, went through the pantry, up through the parlor, which leads to the storeroom, which is a dead end. You just got blueprints! Woo! So, is my only option here to call it a day? The question is, can I bring my beautiful loot with me? I don't want to leave my gems and my gold coins behind. God damn it. I know I definitely need to leave my equipment behind, because that was in this letter. Tools and items found on the estate may not be taken off the estate. No, I don't think I get to keep anything. Boo! Okay, I guess that's day one then. You gotta start fresh. Damn it! Alright. Well, there you go. That's day one of blueprints. Tomorrow you will awake to find the rooms of the estate as well as your current inventory will have been reset. Okay, so I need to take more care when it comes to selecting my rooms to make sure I don't soft lock myself. So as you can see on the map, we need to make it all the way up to the antechamber. So we need to head this way. So that has to be taken into account. Interesting. Alright. The amount of rooms we found made Mount Holly a pitiful bungalow, which is funny. Total room 6, rank reached 1, steps taken 16, items found 2. Okay. Well, we're getting there. Slow and steady wins the race. Little tip, press tab when drafting rooms to see the map. Okay, that should help with my overall layout, I guess. Thank you for that tip. So is this the same letter? Yes, okay. That's always there. That's the same, okay. Oh, it's the same art on the walls too, so the entryway stays the same. It's the other rooms that change. Okay. Ah, yes, okay, so if I press tab there, you can see sort of the layout there. So if we go to the hallway, for instance, that's going to give us a lot of flexibility to move forward. The paintings have got to mean something. They catch my eye right away. What is this? Doors in the west wing are more likely to be locked. Oh, so we want to go east, is what you're saying. Probably. Okay, we'll go in the nook first. What do we have here? Books. A journey noteworthy. As you continue on your adventure, you may want to consider getting something to scribble down your notes and observations. A pad, scrap of paper, or perhaps most fittingly, a journal will prove to be an invaluable tool you will not regret having beside you on your journey. Wow, so the game literally tells you to write shit down. Good to know. Okay. The thing is like, at this point in the game, I'm not sure what I should be writing down. Like, I guess it'll all become clear. Let's do corridor. The game is like, chat wasn't lying to you. Oh, that's a fedora. Was that left to me as part of my stuff? Okay, let's go through the parlor and play another one of those games. So is this the same? Yeah, okay, so it's the same box type thing. And okay, the same instructions are there, so that's good. We pick up the wind-up key, and now we do another logic puzzle. This statement appears on another box. The blue box is empty. This statement appears on another box. Okay, well, these are true. Because you can very clearly verify them. Which means this one is false. Which means the opposite of it is true. Which means the blue box has the gems? Think? Seems too easy? Guess I'm just big brain. Yeah! Fedora, my inheritance. Alright, sick. Now, ooh, interesting. So we can get a passageway here. This is the first room we've come across that has a gem requirement. It requires 2 gems to make this, but I actually think it would be good, because you can see in the plans there in the bottom left that having that flexibility right in the middle, I think would be good. Because then we can go down, we can go right, we can go up. I'm gonna spend my gems. And then, yeah, because we can go down this way now. Observatory. Oh, we need gems for that. Damn. Okay, let's go storeroom. We can get some stuffs in here. We still haven't figured out what we spent our monies on. Apparently we spend gems to get, like, secret rooms. Keys will presumably be for locked doors. And then... I don't know what the monies are for. Dark room, whoa! Spooky. Oh, there's a commissary. Okay, cool. So that's where you spend your money, is in the commissary. It says items for sale, however, it does have a gem requirement. 1 gem, and I don't have much money. So let's hold off on the commissary. Let's go guest bedroom to get extra steps. It's a nice guest bedroom, to be honest with you. Hey, Beast, how are you? Happy Monday. Welcome to Blueprints. Inside, we've got an electronic key card, which opens electronically powered security doors. Cool. Keep an eye out for those. Sinclair, just wanted to write you a quick note thanking you for the weekend. I had a thrilling time on the hunt with Lord Evanson, whose peculiar personality somewhat made up for your own absence. I also got to appreciate your new game in the billiard room. It's been ages since I've seen the billiard room in the house. I was beginning to suspect you've retired the floor plan. It was well worth the wait, though, as I always enjoy your mathematical puzzles and appreciated that I didn't need to know the rules of darts to play your variation. Hoping your health improves shortly. Okay, so if we find a billiards room, there's some sort of dart-based puzzle in there. Interesting. Interesting. Alright, I guess we'll go, let's go bedroom, I guess. Greetings from Reddington. Just a little postcard. Is that Grandma or Grand Auntie? A moon necklace. Do you think that means something? Keep that in mind. We got a coin purse. Found a fedora earlier. We got a top hat here. Our granduncle was into hats. Also, that is a big hand statue. Beast, so what I'm hearing is murder. So the premise of the game is my granduncle died and left me his mansion in his will. But in order for that mansion to actually vest to me, in order for me to actually get it, I need to solve the puzzle and reach the 46th room of his 45-room observatory. So we're currently making our way through. Finding little treasures here and there. There's a lot of clocks in this room. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Holy 6! That is... Jesus, that is overkill. You know, want to know what time it is? Granduncle got you covered. Hello! Merry Tuesday, Bronny. Hello, hello. Welcome to Blueprints. Just getting started here. Oh. This one was a room in progress. We got a tape gun. They're painting the walls a nice dreary blue. The door is locked. This is what those keys come in handy for. Okay, now the kitchen has food for sale. Wait, can I eat my food? Okay, interesting. I know that sounds like obvious. Like, obviously I could eat my food, but until now I've been picking up apples and didn't realize I could eat them, so. How far into puzzles are you? Not that far. We've been playing for, what, a half hour? Still just sort of getting the handle of a lot of mechanics. Now, the thing is if I get utility closet or closet, it's going to be a dead end. So the only option we have is kitchen, I think. If I remember correctly, when you pick them up, you instantly eat. Oh, that would make sense. Okay. Okay, I don't know who's selling me food in here. Mount Holly kitchen menu. $2 for a banana, $8 for a club sandwich, $5 for tomato soup. Today's main course, porterhouse steak, a delightfully expensive steak cut, bone-in and extra marbled for maximum tenderness. A perfect dish for those who love extravagance. It gives you plus 20 footsteps, plus an additional plus 10 footsteps if you have a showroom in your house. The main course is served only in the dining room. Okay. Interesting. And I don't have enough money for anything else. The bananas would have given me +3. The club sandwich would have given me +15. The tomato soup would have given me +5 for every red room in my house. I didn't realize this was 50 Shades of Grey. Jesus. Okay. Okay, well, I don't have much money on the bright side. Looks like granduncle had a pet. Where is it, though? Doggo? Kitten? Whoa, spooky statue. Okay, I'm not sure who's making the food in this house, but I can't afford it, so I guess we'll just keep moving. Oh, we can get the dining room. Wait, I probably should have read what it said. What did it say? Each day, a meal is served in the dining room after rank 8 has been reached. I don't know how to achieve the ranks. What rank am I? Unclear. So the TLDR is dinner is not served. We got wine. Look in the bottom right corner. Oh, dining room, rank 5. Okay, interesting. So when/if I get to rank 8, I can get dinner. What is this, competitive eating? I don't know how I increase ranks either. I guess just by opening more rooms? How many rooms do we have open? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so 12 rooms, but only 5 ranks, so it's not a one for one. Interesting. There's not a lot of background noise in this game, is there? Like, I haven't heard any background music. It's been essentially silent. Do I need to turn up the volume, or is there just no background music? No, I don't hear anything. I can explain if you want about ranks, but only if you want. Is it explained in the game? Like, can I find it somewhere? If not, then yes, please explain it. If I can find it, then no, hold off. Hey, oh my goodness! It's a spinachy raid, and look at all these adorable kittens in my chat. Oh, I love it. Hi, Ash. How are you? Thank you so much for the raid. Everybody, stop what you're doing right now. If you aren't following Spinachy, change that immediately. She's one of the best creators on this platform. And most importantly, she has 2 really adorable cats. And look at those emotes. Look at those faces. How could you not love those faces? Ash was playing Claire Obscure Expedition 33. I'm so excited to check out Expedition 33 for myself. I haven't got around to playing it yet, so I've sort of been avoiding spoilers, unfortunately. But from what I've heard, it's really good. Ash says it's amazing, so there you have it. That's all I need to know that it's going to be a good time. That game has been on my radar for so long. It looks absolutely fantastic. So cannot wait to get around to Expedition 33. My birthday is actually coming up on May 8th. So I've decided to wait until my birthday, and Expedition 33 is going to be like my little birthday present to myself. I'm going to take the day off work. I'm just going to binge Expedition 33, and it's going to be great. So I'm sure it'll pay off in the end. I'll be super excited when I get to play it on my birthday. But until then, I sit patiently. Very, very patiently. Is the best RPG you've played in a while? Amazing. Okay. Oh my gosh! What the hell?
Early
Ash!
birthday.
Early birthday indeed. Ash didn't just sub once. Ash just subbed at tier 1 for 6 months in advance. Yo. What more can I say? Please go follow this lady. She's fantastic. Thank you, Ash. That's very, very sweet of you. Thank you very much. Everybody, welcome to Blueprints. I'm just starting this game for the very first time tonight. We're still trying to get the hang of it. Hey.
Hi. Tell me about it.
So this is a puzzle game. The beginning of the game, my grand uncle passed away, and in his will, he left us his mansion, his 45-room mansion. However, he said the mansion will only vest if and when we uncover the mansion's 46th room. That's right. So we now need to proceed through the mansion. It's essentially a roguelike puzzle game. The layout of the mansion changes every single day, and we need to sort of try to navigate our way to the hidden 46th room, the antechamber. So we're still very early on. I'm still trying to figure out what to do, but presumably there's lots of puzzles for us to uncover as we make our way through. Yes, and speaking of birthdays, my birthday's coming up in 2 weeks, but this is the belated birthday girl right here. The big 3-2 on Saturday. You can't hear, but there's applause right now. Ash says this game made me want to rip my hair out. Oh, God. Oh, God, maybe I should have worn a wig. Okay.
Oh, dear.
No, we're gonna figure this out, I hope. I hope. Thank you. All right, so let's keep moving.
The reason I came in was Muffin is passed out in bed.
Muffin is passed out in bed?
Not in her bed.
In our bed?
Yeah.
Okay. To have her life. Yeah. To have her life. Riz, I just saw your comment from earlier, not directly as far as I found, but basically it's how deep into the house you are vertically. Oh, okay. So each... I see. So this would be rank 1, rank 2, rank 3, rank 4, rank 5. So it says in dining room, a meal will be served after rank 8 has been reached, meaning we have to get up here somewhere and then backtrack. So that's interesting. Thank you for that tip. I didn't say hi to everyone coming over on the Ash Raid, by the way. Sinister, Mia, John, Honda. What is up, everybody? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Muffin knows what's important. It's true. She's got her priorities straight. I saw some of you guys say the game is pretty quiet too. Okay, I was wondering if I was like missing something, but apparently the game is just quiet. I kind of wish it had some sort of background music, just a little ambiance, if you will. It feels a little quiet with just me narrating, but it is what it is. I suppose we could always put on some music in the background, but if you guys are cool with it, we'll leave it as is, but I'm open to putting on something in the background if you would want to. Just let me know. Soft piano tunes would fit this game really well. Yeah, agreed. Agreed. Okay, the door is locked. Luckily, we do have a key. Boom. Now, we've got chapel, like Roan. Whenever we enter the chapel, we lose 1 monies, which sucks. But it's got a couple of different entrances. There is music and noises at points. Okay, okay. Some nice film noir slow piano would suit this. 100%. We're here solving a mystery. We need a little something, you know? LMAO, it's a tithe. You're right. You're absolutely right. Every time I walk into the chapel, I gotta put a loonie in that little bowl. I'm wondering what's better here. We can't go nursery, because nursery will be the end of the run. We can't proceed any further. No, that's not true. There was another entrance through dining room. Oh, God. Well, we haven't done drawing room yet, and I'm interested as to what the subtext means. You may draw new floor plans while drafting in this room. What does that even mean? Let's go find out. Holy crap. Granduncle was into self-portraits. That's actually holy, oh my God! This is a lot. Okay. Granduncle was into drawing a lot of things. Horses. Elk. Young boys. Sketchy grandpa, sketchy. Ooh, drawing floor plans. Each time you click on a door, you will draw 3 floor plans, from which you must select one to draft. However, there are some items and rooms that will allow you to redraw if you do not like your initial 3 options. Oh, I see. Okay. Okay. I got it. But yeah, Unc dresses sharply, doesn't he? Look at him. Interesting. Okay. So we've got commissary, utility closet. We haven't done a utility closet yet. Let's see what a breaker box is. I want to know what it is. Danger. Toggling of breaker switches may result in unexpected loss of floor plan functionality. Please call DC Power if you require assistance. There's a key card entry system. We can turn that on or off. Oh, so this would allow you to bypass the key card entry system if you didn't have a key card. I mean, we've only got one, so we may as well turn it off anyway. And then these are the lights. Well, I guess we'll turn all those on. And what is VAC indicators? Oh. Oh. I don't know what I'm doing. Do I want to make them all blue? I can't. Oh, that's so annoying. But I don't even know how I made them blue in the first place. Oh, I made one pink? How did I... Huh. So if you put the blue ones onto a red one, you make pink ones. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. Steeples fingers and deeply laughs. Sinister says, one thing I've heard repeatedly from people who've really gotten into this game is to literally take notes. Yeah, I legitimately have a notebook and a pen right next to me. My issue right now is, like, I'm not even sure what to write down, if that makes sense. Like, I'm not even sure what to take notes of. That's sort of the point of the game that we're at. But I'm sure it'll all come together, right? Hey, Jazzy, how are you? Happy Monday. Welcome to Blueprints. Unfortunately, we have got a locked room. And I don't have any keys. If we go back to the entrance hall, though, we can go through that way. 3-page essay per room, go! Well, in this room, Grandpa left behind a fedora. And in this room, Grandpa left behind a top hat. And in this room, Grandpa left behind, or granduncle, whatever his name is, left behind a self-portrait of himself. Okay. We're gonna have to go all the way back to the entrance if we actually want to proceed, which is funny. Okay. We're unfortunately using up a lot of steps here, but we don't really have any other choice. Let's go this way. A billiards room, a wine cellar, or a closet? Oh, the billiards room. We heard about the billiards room earlier. Something about a puzzle to do with darts. There's a full bar in here. Yo, the billiard room slaps. This is great. Okay, darts puzzle. Something plus minus times divide. Plus minus times divide. Oh! 18. 9. 16 plus 777. 37. That's not something I can get on here. 16. Yeah, that's 16. And that's 777. Which is 37, unless I'm losing my mind. Is that what I have to do? 18. Yeah, they want us to do the math. 18, 9. But I can't get to 37. Unless it's 21 minus 16, which is 5? No, that started it over. Because these are add. The answer here to 7 and 2 is 9. What do we do here? We can't do... We can't get to 37 on this board. It's not 21 minus 16. Wait, hang on. Plus, minus, times, divide. Does that have something to do with it? Maybe the first ones you've got to add, then subtract, then multiply, then divide? Maybe? I mean, I feel like the symbols are probably there for a reason. Let's see. Oops. Do the triple and double zones maybe mean something else? That's a possibility as well. In regular darts, they would mean triple slash double, but maybe they don't. In this instance, I just want to start over really quick. So 18 plus 0. No, 8. Okay, so 18. It's just 18. The first one is plus. 7 plus 2 is 9. The next one, maybe if we just subtract them normally. 16 minus 7 is 9. Yes. And then the next one was multiply. 10 times 7. Well, that's not going to work. We just do... Unless plus, minus, multiply, divide each section. So maybe here it's 10 minus 7, which is 3. That's it. That's it. And then it's 2 times 6, which is 12. Yes, we got it. We got it. We got it. Okay. And then it's 10 minus 4, which is 6, times 3, which is 18. Yes! Yo! I did it! Oh, that feels good. We got 2 keys for doing that. Ah, yes! Is there any better feeling than, like, getting a puzzle? That's like beating a Dark Souls boss right there. That just feels good. Big brain moments. Hell, see, this is what I need to celebrate at the bar. Come on, Grand Uncle. What do you got for me over here? That's awesome. All right, so we got 2 keys for doing that, meaning we can now head this way. Courtyard, dark room, and boudoir. We cannot do boudoir. If we do boudoir, we're gonna get stuck. If we do dark room, we'll be all right. If we do courtroom, we'll be all right. Unfortunately, we can't do courtroom, which means our only option is actually dark room. It says you cannot see the floor plans while drafting in this room, meaning whatever we get after this is going to be random. I mean, I guess it's living up to its name. Dark room. Cool, 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 cool. So you just have to pick random stuff now. I got a closet. I got a gem and a lucky rabbit's foot. Greater chance of finding items. All right, that's pretty cool. It is a room and it is dark. Yes, sirree. Oh, no. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by the toe. If he hollers, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Ah. Chapel's taking my money. But on the bright side, no, we are still going to get soft locked. We are unfortunately still going to get soft locked. Well, we may as well just explore and see what else we can find before we go. We've got mystery stained glass in here. It wasn't lucky for the rabbit. No, definitely not. Mailroom. A package will be delivered here the day after drafting this room. Order place. So what you're saying is I have to come back to this room tomorrow, or I have to uncover a mailroom again? Simon P. Jones from Dad. Hey buddy, how's it going up there in that big house? I think that most people would be pretty scared being alone for this length of time, but I have a feeling you're doing just fine. I imagine you happy as a clam, perfectly content on the estate with the exploration and opportunities for adventure that present themselves each day. As I'm writing this, you're currently in the garage packing the tent. I wanted to try to post this letter before we depart tomorrow, so that it has a chance to arrive during your first few days on the estate, but with all the preparations, I'm not sure that I'm going to find the time. There's so much I want to say, and I'm sure I'll forget to tell you Friday night. Sometimes it's easier for me to just jot this stuff down. You're yelling at me right now to come bring you a pillowcase. Hold on a second, I'll be right back. I can tell you're really excited, but I think you might feel a little guilty about being so happy the day after the funeral. Believe me, I know how long Uncle Herbert worked on setting this up for you, and I know from our conversations just how much happiness this final project brought him. So do both of us a favor. Be excited. The house really is amazing. I know it's been almost 7 years since we were last up there, and I'm really curious to hear just how much you remember from those summer trips. You've always been smarter than me at this kind of thing, so I'm not sure how much guidance or inspiration I can offer before your trip that will actually be useful to you. Despite my best intentions, I'm sure that on Friday I'll end up leaving you with a few of my overused cliché expressions when we say farewell. Later, alligator, Dad. P.S. Get some sleep each night and don't spend all your time each day playing dirgy blocks. What? Okay, that's actually pretty cool. My dad wrote me a letter and it got here, and now I got to read it. That's pretty cool. Who's collecting the mail in this place? I don't know. Please return all correspondence and packages addressed to Denny Ravane to sender, as he is no longer employed with our staff. Ah, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Utility room fuse box indicator settings. More detailed instructions will be sent by electronic mail to the address client has provided. Okay, we need to take a picture of this. So the next time we get a fuse box, you need 5 purples and a red. Excellent. Okay. Apparently there are more instructions, but we're gonna need to find a computer, I guess, to access them. A picture? Boo. What happened to journaling? I mean, I don't have any, like, crayons or anything for the colors. I didn't come quite prepared enough, apparently. Okay, is there anything else in here? Yeah, like Bleeze said, a picture's worth 1,000 words, right? I know a couple of you guys have been playing this game. Bleeze has been playing this game, Bronny's been playing this game, Riz has been playing this game. Have any of you guys actually beaten the game yet? Or are you still puzzling your way through? Because the thing about this game, obviously, is it's not just up to your puzzle skills. There's also RNG involved, so it's probably easier said than done in terms of beating it. Unfortunately, we're gonna get soft-locked here, because we can't move forward. Oh, no, wait! We can go back to the drawing room. Hang on, we can go back to the drawing room because I have a key now. So let's just grab these. And then I think we can actually keep going. I thought it was close, but then it kept going. Okay. I think I'm halfway judging from vague hints I've seen. I mean, obviously no rush, but just interested to know, I guess. I've heard the game takes much longer than you'd think it would because, again, there's so much RNG to it as well. See, the issue here is that by going back and forth so much, I'm burning a lot of steps, which might be our downfall. What we could do, though, is spend our money and buy a banana. Yeah. Who served me that banana? Who took my money? I don't know. I haven't made it far enough yet for dinner to be served. But now we should be able to go through here because I've got a key. Yeah. Nice. kind of want to try secret passage. Leads to a room of a color of your choice. Ah. Okay, so this room can be a number of things. The Halls of Holly, orange. Green Thumb. The Key to the Bedroom. Red Rover. Or Gold Sink. Pretty sure the green one will be a garden, which I think is like a long one. Let's try Green Thumb. I've done a bunch and really enjoyed it, but RNG is annoying me, so I think I'm done for now. That's fair. I can see that. I can see that. Okay, luckily we have another key. Whoa! Aquarium! Hell yeah! No, wait, but I have to spend money for that. And I can go to a cloister for free. As much as I want an aquarium, I'm going to a cloister. Damn. Spooky jingle bell. Spooky statue. Okay. Guys, we're getting pretty close. It can't be that easy, though. Clearly not. Neither one of those is gonna get me there. Good to know Granduncle had, special towels. Okay, let's go this way. No! Locked! And we're out of keys. No! Also locked! And we are out of keys. But what I can do is go to the utility box now. And input what we learned from the mailroom. I need to look at that picture again. Okay. So we need... Press a blue indicator next to a red indicator to activate purple. Right. So we need 5 purple and a red. There. Oh, that's why the dark room was extra dark. The breaker tripped. Interesting. Okay, I don't know what that did, though. Presumably, I guess we needed to find another room where that would come in handy. I think we're stuck now. I think because the 2 rooms in the cloister are locked. And I don't have any more keys, and we can't go any other direction. So I think that's all we can do for today. It's so disappointing. I hate that tomorrow we need to start all over again. I mean, like, I get it. That's the name of the game, but damn. All right. Call it a day. I mean, we learned a lot in that route. We learned some new things, figured out some new puzzles. So hopefully we take that knowledge, we build on it, and we get even better. We discovered 26 rooms in Mount Holly today, which made it an ordinary villa. Okay. Things are happening. We're moving and grooving. Let's keep rocking. Day 3. Okay. Yeah, okay. So you can look at, like, all the rooms you've drafted in here. Interesting. Okay. I wish I had 26 rooms in my ordinary villa, right? I have a feeling old granduncle had a different concept of ordinary than the rest of us plebs. Alright, let's go Nook. Right away I want to get keys, because your progress can be hampered by lack of keys. So I'm telling me to take notes. Let's go hallway. Doors in the west wing are more likely to be locked. Right. They told us that before, so you kind of want to stay in the east side if you can, unless you've got keys. Imagine actually having randomized rooms, though. Toilet time must be a nightmare. That's a great point. Can you imagine me like, oh no, I gotta go. Where's the bathroom? Did one even generate this time? Runs through all the doors. All right, we found a black silk sleep mask here. The first time we enter each bedroom with the sleep mask, we gain 5 steps. Nice. Okay. Hey, Greens, how are you? Hello, happy Monday. Welcome to Blueprints, a brand new indie puzzle game that everyone's been talking about and that we are checking out for the very first time here this evening. Trying to figure out what we're doing. Greetings from Reddington. I feel like that's probably important. Reddington. Let's write that down. What if you, each time you walked out the door, it reshuffles the rooms too? That would be a nightmare. Okay, let's write down Reddington. Just in case. Free sleep mask score. Yeah, and apparently it's silk too. High quality shit. Okay, I don't want to go to the chapel because I just have to pay money when I come in here, but... Oh wait, what if I don't have any money? Haha! That's how you trick the system, folks. Just have no money and you're scot-free. That's what I like to have. Oh, this is cool. Look at this. Coat check. You can check one item and retrieve it on another day. That's interesting. So we can check an item and then we can pick it up another day. Sure, may as well try it. So the sleeping mask has been checked, and we can retrieve this item on any day you have a coat check in your house. Interesting. I mean, we could take it now, but... might come in handy later. Take that, church, we're already poor! Imagine you were having a nice time in the billiards room, getting your drink on, and then suddenly nature's calls. Yeah, that could be bad. I keep notes on this because I definitely forgot what I check in if relying on my own brain. That's a good point. Checked. Sleep. Mask. Okay, this is one of the box puzzles again. I don't think these notes change. I think these notes are always here just to refresh your memory. So for anyone who's just getting here, this is a little game. There's 3 boxes and these are the rules. There will always be at least one box which displays only true statements. There will always be at least one box which displays only false statements, and only one box has a prize within. The other 2 are always empty. So it's a logic puzzle. You are in the parlor. That's true. This box is empty. The blue box is true. So that one is true, which means this one is true, which means this one has to be false, which means the jewels are in here. Hell yeah. Give me the jewels. All right. Now, what are we gonna do here? You work fast, I know. Now that I've got the hang of it, I'm rolling. It's reminding me of the LSAT, actually. When I had to write the LSAT to get into law school, that's exactly the kind of puzzles you had to work through. It was all logic puzzles. If X is true and Y is false, then what does it make Z? It's all coming back to me now, whether I like it or not. I feel like we have to use... Well, it doesn't matter, I guess. Let's go spare room. Which has nothing. I wish I could take, like, the tape or the paint roller. I don't know. Like, what would that do for me? I don't know, but... Ooh, mailroom! My package has been delivered! Okay, so here's where we have to make a big decision, guys. We either pick the mailroom and get my package, whatever that is. We don't even know. But that will end our run. Or... we go the den, which means we don't get our package, and the run continues. I mean, I suppose if we continue the run, there's always the possibility we can get the mailroom again later. There's also the possibility that whatever the package is not something that permanently helps us, so we'll just lose it anyway if the run's over. So... I guess we could get the mailroom and then code check it. Did you hear that they got rid of logic games in the Canadian LSAT? Did they really? Oh, interesting. No, I didn't hear that, Greens. Interesting. Puzzles to be a lawyer isn't helping the lawyers that are purposefully unhelpful without money stereotype. I gotta be honest, I'm just so curious about what my package is. I gotta know. I gotta know what I got in the mail. I can't wait any longer. Packing slip from the Sinkin Company, 445 West Barbaron Avenue. Date packed 11/5 by K. Thompson. Department 604, serial number that. Items included in this order: an amateur lockpick kit, silver key, and keys. Ah, so it's great. It's awesome. But unfortunately... it's not even helpful to us because we're going to lose it all now. Curiosity killed the TIFF, literally. That is 100% what happened. Well, at least now we know that the packages are awesome. However, they contain one-time use items, so don't blow up your whole run for a mailroom package. Is what I've learned here. Ah, darn. Okay, well, we got our package. I'm not gonna have any regrets. We can always just start over again tomorrow. Alright, let's call it a day. We had a bunch of keys. Can't take with me, which is sad, but Please says curiosity is good, so I'll believe him. Mount Holly was only a humble bungalow today. A small little bungalow. Alright, let's rock and roll again. No regrets. I live my life with no regrets. Especially when we're talking about loot. My loot goblin senses are always tingling. So when there is an opportunity for a chest, or in this case a package, I'm going for it. Humble Bungalow would be a good band name in almost any genre. It would be a good band name. You're so right. Alright, let's start off with storerooms so we can get some stuff. We get money, we get a key, we get that, and then what is this? The trunk is locked, not for much longer. What is in here? Whoa! A spare set of car keys. The hell are we gonna do with those? Car keys. The only car left on the estate should be in the garage. true. Red memos equals lies unless written. Can anyone pick that out? Unless written by hand? Unless written by hand, I think is what it says. Yeah. Blue memos are true and red memos are lies unless written by hand. Writing that down. Ronnie says, holy shit, I never saw the small text before. I mean, it is hard to see. It is hard to see. Riz says it was hard for me to see that text because I was playing on deck. I mean, I'm playing on a 27-inch monitor, and I still find it hard kind of to read, so... me pushing my face into my phone screen to try and see the text. Yeah, it is tough to see. TS says, have we seen anything this is relevant to yet? I'm trying to think about all the other pieces of paper we've read or seen. I don't know that they've been color-coded, or if they were, I guess I never registered it. Obviously, we will register it now going forward. We only trust blue memos unless the red memos are written by hand. I didn't think I'd have to make notes in this game while I'm not even playing. It's called teamwork, Bronny. Oh, cool. Do you see that the monitor that's following me actually updates my position accordingly? Just with a slight delay? That's actually pretty cool. So we can see all the different rooms that are in this house. There's a pool. There's a vault. Is that the secret 46th room? There's a concert chamber. There's a museum. There's a child's bedroom. There's a office, another vault. Yeah, there's a lot of rooms in here that we have never seen before. A cam, B cam. Oh, we got lots of stuff over here. Staff notice. Effective the first week of December, payroll for all live-out and seasonal staff will be managed electronically. As your attendance will no longer be registered at morning roll call, it is doubly important that you do not fail to clock in and out at one of the electronic computer terminals on the estate. 2 of these terminals can be found at security, where the punch clock used to be, and in the laboratory. Any questions or concerns regarding this process should be directed, as always, to our house manager, Mrs. Babbage. Terminal password. Can't read that. Okay. Now, this is where that note we found is going to come in handy. So this is a lie. Until further notice, the antechamber has been unlocked and access levers are no longer required to grant entry. So that's not true. The antechamber is not... The antechamber is locked and access levers are required. Write that down. TS says the terminal password begins with an S and it ends in an NG, maybe? Yeah, I think you're definitely right about starting with an S. So let's write that down too. And then the blue one. So this one is true. Keycard access security doors are more likely to appear in the higher ranks of the estate. Likewise, as a redundant security measure, normal doors in the estate will also be more likely to be locked as you progress north. Okay, so that's not something we necessarily need to write down. That's just a like a gameplay tip. The further you go, the more keys and key cards you're gonna need. That makes sense. Okay. A microwave, we got a coffee station. Now the clock in, clock out terminal, they said would be in a security room, right? But I don't actually see a terminal here. Also, the description of the room. Oh, here we go. Welcome to Mount Holly Security. View estate inventory. The following is a detailed list of items currently in the house that have yet to be collected. Okay. This list will be updated as new rooms are added. So essentially we haven't missed anything. Keycard system. Security doors are doors within the estate that can only be unlocked with an electronic keycard. The keycard system is currently operational. Can we turn it offline? Offline mode. This mode determines the default setting the security doors will be set to if power is lost. Oh, okay. Okay. So if a room loses power, the security doors will be unlocked. And then what's set security level? The security level determines the amount of keycard security doors that will be deployed in your estate. So we want to put that as low. Okay, cool. And then log into network. This is where we need the password, which unfortunately we don't have. You don't think it's security, do you? Ah. Okay. I guess we'll have to look for the password. Take another look at this. Looks like S M You think the ending letter is an O? I think the second letter is an M. It's really hard to tell. There must be another way to get that password. I don't think we're supposed to read between the scribbles there, but we'll keep it in mind. It definitely starts with an S, so any sort of word we can find that starts with an S and potentially ends in an O, keep an eye out for. Okay, I think that's all we can do in here. Wow, the security room was awesome. I'm so glad we drafted this room. This room was really, really good to us. Okay, let's go pantry. Yeah, so you can see, obviously, that some rooms are more common than others as well. I don't think we've done an observatory yet. Let's check that one out next. Whoa. Grunkle had a lot of interests and a lot of money. It's honestly impressive. The Fixed Stars, The Stargazer's Companion to Constellations by Richard Witt. Fen Aries, Bird & Sons Publishing, 1809. Preface. This book contains a complete starbase, a list of constellations, and the observed effects that accompany the appearance of each one. Depending on the number of stars that can be seen in the sky on any given day, different constellations of various sizes may be visible, sometimes more than one on a single day. This book, a solid base for astronomy, will help you easily identify these constellations, impress your friends, and discover the joy of stargazing. So the North Star gives you +1 gold. The Twins. Oh, cool. Okay, so if you can identify constellations, different things happen. +1 gold. 2 trunks have been added to the entrance hall. +3 steps. +1 gem. Rooms with 4 doors are more common today. Farmer's apple. Apples are extra delicious today. +1 key. +5 gems. Dead end rooms are more common today, so you never want to see Draxus the Dead. Everything is 50% off today. Green rooms are more likely to contain special flowers today. Okay. Interesting. Now, there are some pages missing, judging by the page numbering up in the top corner. Also, Dog Nation, hello, thank you for the follow. So, if I look through the telescope... Oh, I can move it. Can I look through it? Imagine making apples more delicious IRL. I don't know. I don't see the sky. Can I open the roof? Hang on. Ah. What's that do? Oh, I see. I see. So we need to point it towards that sliver of sky. Okay. One more. There we go. What do we see? 1 star. Gain 1 gold. Okay. Cool. So I guess if there's some way to open more segments of this dome, you might be able to see more stars. But for now, we get 1 gold, so I'll take it. The hell is that? Peas in a pod? Weird. Okay. Now we've got to be careful here. I don't lock myself in somewhere. Hey. Thank you. Corridor here. These paintings have got to mean something. There's so many things that I come across and I'm like, this has got to mean something, I just don't know what. And I think we need to figure out what we're looking for first. Can you open the map? Yeah, here you go. If that's where the North Star is, then the front door faces west. Oh, okay. Who knows? Maybe that'll come in handy. Let's write that down. Okay. Let's go to the parlor next, I guess. Do a little logic puzzle. Grunkle's always looking over us, of course. May he rest in peace. The gems are on the desk. Well, that's false, but I should grab the key first. So that's false. The gems are in this box, maybe. The gems are on the floor. That seems to be false, so it's a fairly easy one. Process of elimination, that one's not true, that one's not true. So I think this one is true. Hooray! And we got a locked door. Good thing we got a key. Chapel, commissary, or hallway? Let's go hallway. Give us a couple of extra things. Ooh! Oh, so no, the hint that we found about red cards not being true, this wasn't true. We've seen this note a couple times. It says doors in the west wing are more likely to be locked. That's not true. Doors in the east wing are more likely to be locked. Oh, hi, Muffin. Are you here to help us with puzzles? She said, yeah, Mom, I actually did go to law school, you know. Hi. Hi, Beep. Good kitty. You're getting so many virtual pets in chat right now. Yeah. So many virtual pets. What a good girl. Look at this girl. Getting pets from all over the world. Alright, so that's a lie. That's good to know. Which means, honestly, we should go on the other side because the doors will be less likely to be locked over there. The pool! Okay, we've never been to the pool before. I have to go to the pool. Adds locker room, sauna, and pump room to today's draft pool. Oh, hell yeah. Man, I want this mansion. We have got to solve the puzzle because at this point, there is no way I cannot own this mansion. It has a pool. It has a pool, Muffin. We could put you in a floaty and float you around. Imagine how cool that would be. Does this mansion have a room befitting of my stature, Mother? I mean, there's 46 rooms in here, so we can give you at least one, right? Now, pool rules. The draft pool is your deck of potential floor plans. Each time you draft, 3 random floor plans are drawn from the draft pool for you to select from. The odds of drawing a specific floor plan may differ depending on the room. Some rooms are more rare than others. Floor plans added to the draft pool are removed at the end of the day unless otherwise stated. No running. Okay. So that actually just gives us more information about how we get draft rooms. So I'm going to take a picture of that just in case we ever need to reference it. Doesn't seem like there's anything else in here. To the den! Oh, Muffin always demands more pets. There's never enough pets for Muffin. I could pet Muffin 24 hours in the day, and she would still want more. This girlie loves her pets. Okay, I want to head towards the east wing. I was gonna say to get away from the locked doors, but there's one right there. Let's go... Chapel. I hate paying tithes, but that is what it is. Oh, this is new. It's a locker room, and by accessing the locker rooms, it will spread keys throughout the house. Interesting. So what that means is we probably... That locker's locked. Oh, all the lockers are locked, so we need to go around the house now and find the keys to open these lockers. Interesting. Very interesting. The question is, does Muffin meow once in a while, like into the mic, all ASMR? So Muffin is extremely chatty. Apparently it's to do with her breed. She's a Siamese, and apparently it's just, that's just something that, Siamese do, is they talk a lot. She's constantly like, meow, 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 meow. Like, we have full conversations. So we should try to get some Muffin ASMR going sometime. Okay, we're getting a lot of cool rooms on this run. Now we've got the pump room, which apparently controls the water level throughout the estate. Now, what is this? Pump control panel. Water source selection. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pump 4, pump 1, pump 2. Oh, no. Okay, you know how logic puzzles were my jam, and I really blasted through those? This right here is not my jam. I do not have any sort of engineering background. This is a bit scary to me, honestly. She's a Siamese. She looked like a different kind of breed than how I see a Siamese. Yeah, Siamese can sort of range, so she's specifically a lynx point Siamese. The most common type of Siamese that people think of, like when they think Siamese, is I believe they're called a seal point Siamese. They're the ones with sort of the black face. Those are the most common, but she's actually a lynx point Siamese, which is a bit more of like a ragdoll sort of style. But if you Google lynx point Siamese, it's just like, boom, that's Muffin. There's actually a few different types of Siamese. Yeah, that's your fun fact for the day. Ronnie says, mild spoiler, I haven't had a locker room spawn and I'm on day 24. No way! You probably already know this, but cats meowing is basically their baby talk. Are you just a big baby who likes to talk? Yeah, she just meowed then, actually. Hey, you want to meow into the mic? You're shy when you're in front of the mic. That's crazy. You normally never stop talking. Riz says, yeah, day 30 and I haven't had a locker room yet either. Are you serious? And I got mine on what, day 5? That's crazy. No, I mean, they talk to babies by meowing. Muffin thinks you're a baby. Is that true? I did not know that. That's how you talk to mom. Wow, that's adorable. All right, I'd better take a picture of these schematics because I gotta be honest, none of that means anything to me right now. Okay. Mount Holly pump control to the fountain, to the reservoir, to the aquarium, to the kitchen, to the greenhouse, and to the pool. So you can only turn on one at a time? Unless, oh god, okay. Anyone here have any sort of engineering background? Well, first of all, where do we want the water to go? Probably to the kitchen because it doesn't have any? I don't know. I mean, the only room we have is a pool. We could add a bit more water to the pool, maybe. See what happens. But am I going to be able to figure out how to add more water to the pool? Okay, the pool is number 6, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. Hey, Mandy. Mandy says the stupid game has its hooks in me and I want my life back. We're just starting the game tonight and I can see how you're hooked because we've only been playing for 2 hours and I'm all in. Yeah, cats only meow to humans. Cats communicate to adult cats with meows that are too high-pitched for human hearing. Since kittens' ears aren't as developed, they lower the pitch to talk to kittens into human audible range. And by extension, when they audibly meow to humans, they're basically treating us as kittens. Oh, am I your kitten? Mommy's girl. What a good girly I got here. Okay, so number 6, pump 4 goes to tank 1, which has 4 unit. Oh god. Like I said, everyone has their strength. My strength was the logic puzzles. My strength is not this. Okay, pump 4. Oh, no, I see. Hang on. So, Muff, what are you doing, honey? Get down. So the pool is that tube over there in the corner. So it's here. And then that goes into here. Right. And then that's the pump 2 tank switch. So we want the water to go there. And then so that's draining the water out of the pool, I think? Or is it filling the pool up? I think it... I think it drained the pool. Do we want to drain the pool or do we want to... I'm not sure what we're trying to do here. Let's go back and see the pool. I hate having to go through the chapel because we're going to lose money every time. Okay, so that drained the pool. Do we want to drain the pool or do we want to fill the pool up? I don't see anything in the pool. Oh, damn. Nice. Right, now that we have the locker room, there are keys all around the house. Actually, maybe we should do a little backtracking and see if we can find any keys around. Yeah. Okay, the water section is confusing me a tiny bit, so let's put a pin in that and see if we can find some keys. Now the issue is going to be I don't want to use up all my steps, right? But we can explore a little bit. So that'll give us +2. This is as far back as I'm going to go, I think. Okay. Trying to see if I can see any keys out there without having to go through. I think there's one on that box. Yeah. Okay, and then that's the beginning. Well, we came all the way back. Luckily, going through the bedroom did replenish our steps a little bit. So we've got a bunch of keys now that we can use in the locker room. Still not sure about this whole water thing. Fucking chapel. Okay, let's open some of these lockers. Woo! I'm rich! Okay, one more. I don't want to use all my keys, but I gotta use some. Sneakers? What the hell? A pair of running shoes. Occasionally save steps when traveling longer distance across the estate and grounds. Oh, now the question is, do we use one more key? I don't want to blow them all. We'll wait. I might find some more yet. I don't know what the hell I'm doing here. I don't know if I want to drain money or drain water. We might just have to leave this for now. To be fair, the only one of these rooms we have is the pool. We don't have the fountain or the reservoir or the aquarium or the kitchen or the greenhouse, so it didn't look like there was anything in the pool. Presumably some of those rooms were going to need to drain water to access something. It didn't actually look like there was anything in the pool, so I think I'm going to leave this alone for now, and we'll come back if we need to. Now, let's grab the dining room. I think we actually need to go... Well, I guess we could see what these are. Courtyard, bunk room. Bunk room? We haven't been in there before. Whoa, is that a hamster? Game of the year, game of the year, game of the year. Oh my god, who's taking care of you? Hi, buddy. Oh my god, I want to take him with me. Hi. Are you doing okay in there? You've got water, you've got food, you've got a tiny bunk bed, which is adorable. You can have sleepovers with your friends. You've got a wheel. A little guy. Look how cute he is. Muffin looks very jealous. She's giving me a stink face right now. Mother, who the fuck are you squawking about? Oh, he's getting on the wheel. He's getting on the wheel. Muffin, look. Look. Look, there's a hamster. You don't see him. You don't care. Okay. Wow, this is the best thing we've found in the game so far. Iconic. Now he's having a little drink because he's thirsty. Muffin's literally leaving. She's like, I've had enough of this, mother. Squeal over someone else. Okay, this is awesome. We've got bananas in here. We've got the most retro console I've ever seen. Turtles of Vera. Camp Colonel. Flashlight, checkers, a rocking horse. Wow, this place is cool. Never have I been so offended by something so tiny in my entire life. That was fantastic. Hamburger? And by hamburger, I mean the name of Ken's pet hamster from Persona 3 Reload. It's Hamburger! The most retro console I've ever seen. It's an Atari. Hashtag feels old, man. Sorry, man. Oh, we can go to coat check and claim my item. Nice. This is really working out for me here. I want my sleeping mask. Thank you. What did my sleeping mask do for me again? First time you enter each bedroom with the sleep mask, gain 5 steps. Oh, if only we had picked that up first. Okay, cool. Cool, cool, cool. I can't believe we just found a little hamster. That was amazing. Now, I'm gonna go back through the chapel, my least favorite place. But we got a ton of money on this run, which is nice. If we can find anywhere to spend it, it'll be good. And this is why I'm happy we saved some keys. Now, we really need steps. So I'm going to do guest bedroom. We'll get plus 15 steps. Plus 10 steps. Plus 5 steps. Yeah, I was going to say, wait a minute. And then we'll go up around the other way. This should be the same letter as before. Yeah, that's about the billiard room. Okay, so now if we go this way... Thank you, Mandy, for the follow. Appreciate it. And then we'll go... yeah, we've got to go dark room. It's the only way we don't get soft locked. Oh my goodness, Mandy. No, you're not rude. Thank you very much for the follow. Hope you're enjoying my first look at blueprints. We're slowly and steadily making our way through here. The worst part about the dark room is you can't see where you're going. Oh, this is new. It's a gym, and apparently I lost 12 steps just by walking in here? That's bullshit. This is why I don't go to the gym. Okay, rude. Garage! Garage! Remember what we have? We have car keys. What do we get? Upgrade disc. What is that? A floor plan upgrade disc. Insert into one of the estate terminals to permanently upgrade one of your floor plans. So that's actually a permanent upgrade. And look how many keys we got. Oh, amazing. Okay, we love a permanent upgrade in a roguelike. That's for damn sure. Now, inside the car, we've got a note. I'm wondering if the terminal is the one in the security area. We'll have to go look. Otherwise, yeah, if not, go check. The drop-off address is 14227 Sandy Heights, a small garage on the south side of Twinsdale. The goods are already secure and in the trunk, so just unload and get back here before noon. I've seen Sinclair's schedule, and I don't think he'll be requesting the car today, but you never know when the cat will want to get some air. Tomorrow will likely be the last delivery, and I believe Denny already has payment ready. Okay, let's write down some of this. 14227 Sandy Heights in south side of Twinsdale. Denny has payment ready. Okay, see if that comes in handy. Oh, Muffin wants to leave now. She's offended by us meeting Hamburger the hamster. Hey Idaho, how are you? Happy Monday. Welcome to Blueprints. This game has hooked me so far. We just keep uncovering new things, which is so awesome. Now, so this is a note we can trust. It's a red note, but it's handwritten. Christoph, this is the third time, which is underlined. Christoph, this is the third time this month you and the car have been gone when your services were required. I don't care how long you have been driving for his lordship. Your absence must be accounted for. Miss Babbage. Now Muffin goes back to relax in bed or hang out with mommy in the other room. Yes, that's 100% what she's going to do. And or have a snack along with those things. Okay, Christoph. Third time, underline. Miss Babbage. Boomer voice. A whole generation of people can't read this. See, I would agree with you 100%, except I struggled to read an analog clock earlier, so I am not one to talk. Okay, there was a lot to find in here. So we got 3 keys. We got the upgrade disc, which we definitely need. And the question is there a terminal in the security room? It says an electronic computer terminal. This says a state terminal. I don't know anyone here, any blueprints, aficionados could help me out here. Is an estate terminal the same thing as the terminal in security? I just want to know before I waste my steps to go all the way back there. It is? Okay, fantastic. Wait, hang on though. I only just realized we have to go back out through the weight room, which is going to cut my steps in half. So we'll go 6, 5. Oh no, we're not going to be able to make it back there. Oh, is it only when I draft it? Oh, and we have the opportunity to get lucky with my shoes. Yeah, you absolutely can offer one thing, Riz. Thanks for asking. I mean, it just says lose half your steps. It is only when you draft it. Oh, okay, thank God. Thank God, thank you. I was so worried. I feel like this upgrade disc is very valuable, and the very last thing I wanted to do was lose this, so... so we have 12, so 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We can make it back there. We're gonna be low on steps, though. Okay. I mean, at this point, I feel like it's worth it. We can't lose that. We can't lose a permanent upgrade. And, like MK says, maybe we'll get lucky with our running shoes, so we'll lose less steps. As TS says, I mean, as long as you get that done, the run's a W already. That's what I'm thinking. I think we've got to do it. Thank God the weight room only impacts you once, because otherwise that would have really sucked. Okay, I just got to make sure I'm going the right way. So we're going all the way down to the parlor. Yes. I feel like this run was going really well. Like, I've uncovered so many rooms and so many secrets in this run. I'm really sad for it to end, honestly. But if we can get a permanent upgrade, then it will have been worth it in the end. Aha, yes, okay, here we go. So floor plan upgrade disk, we can insert it into this computer. Floor plan upgrade program, scanning disk. So just a random room will get upgraded. The storeroom has gotten upgraded. You will now have the chance to permanently enhance this room to one of 3 different upgraded floor plans. We can... Oh, okay, interesting. So it changes what it gives you. So far, and obviously I'm speaking from very early game experience, but so far money hasn't been that important. So far, the most important thing, I think, has been keys. I feel like that's ended our run quite a few times. So, I think I'm gonna go with an upgrade to the storeroom to give it an additional key. The floor plan has been successfully upgraded. Okay, awesome. So that's a permanent upgrade that'll carry with us. Now, from here... I mean, we're gonna run out of steps. I don't think... I guess we could go back to the entrance hall and just generate another room over there. Oh, and with my sleep mask, I got a few extra steps. Okay, yes. What do we have here? Ooh, I've got lots of money. No! I was gonna say I have lots of money. We could draft the kitchen and eat food, and we would have more steps, but I can't. We'll have to go mailroom. So that'll place an order. So we can get a package here next time, so that's good. And then we can... Where can we go from 8 steps? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I think we're gonna run out. We can see if my lucky shoes will step in. There we go. So you can see when they activate, a little sneaker icon appears in the top left. They activated once. They activated again. Oh, damn. Hang on. Depending on what we have on the other side of this door, which we'll never know because it's black. Oh, this is a new room. The fuck is this? A furnace. Furnace. You are more likely to draw red rooms while drafting. Oh, this doesn't really do anything for us. Dang. Alright, well, we're gonna run out of steps now, unfortunately. Which means our day is over. We've used all of our steps and must now call it a day. We've pushed ourselves to the very edge of exhaustion and must now return to our campsite to get some rest. You can continue your search tomorrow, however, the house might be a little bit different. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna call that a very successful run. We encountered a lot of new rooms, we got a lot of new information, and perhaps most importantly, we got that permanent upgrade, so that's good news. I will take that. I like the slow transition when you run out of steps. Yeah, it was kind of nice, actually. All right, we are moving and grooving. Guys, I'm having so much fun with this game. I just looked over and I was like, wow, we've been playing for 2 hours now. That's crazy. Time flies when you're having fun. Welcome to day 5. I like that we just enter the manor with more and more information. You know? Yeah, we unlocked some new rooms. We got an upgrade. I would call that a success. Hey, my package has been delivered. To get that at the beginning of the run is awesome. So we get a sleeping mask, 2 gems, and 2 keys. Hell yeah. Now that's a good start. Gimme. Oh, hang on. Okay, first of all, Denny. We know Denny. Denny is the person that Kristoff was delivering stuff to. He lives at 14227 Sandy Heights, south side of Twinsdale. And now there are little teeny tiny words down here that I don't know if I can read. I wish I could zoom in. Can I, like, take a picture of it on my phone and then zoom in? I cannot read that. The last word is male. The small text existing has totally blown my mind. I wonder how many things I've missed. Well, if it helps, I can't read this small text at all. I have a feeling it has something to do... Oh, is there an item you can get that allows you to zoom in at some point? Interesting. Okay. I have a feeling it has something to do with Denny's mailing address, which we have. We have Denny's mailing address now. So I guess we need to look for things that are 14227 Sandy Heights. Okay. Okay. Just looking around for anything in here that might have that address. I don't see it though. Okay, well that worked. We got a great package delivered and some more information, and you know information is extremely valuable in this game, so we'll just keep moving for now. We haven't done the courtyard yet, I don't think, have we? I think this is a new room for us. Yeah, it is. Cool. Now, what do we have here? This is a keycard door. This security door is locked by electronic keycard. And then we've got our trunk that's locked right here. Inside is 3 keys. Hell yeah. Spend 1 key, get 2 free. I'll take that for sure. So we're not going to be able to go that way until we get a key card. So let's go this way. And let's go Nook. Ooh, this is new. A coupon book. Save $1 on each purchase you make in the estate. Hell yeah. All right. Very nice. As much as I want to do storeroom, we have to go hallway. Because I don't want to soft lock us. Oh, we can do storeroom here. Yeah. Storeroom here, get the goods. Nice. And then we go this way. Den. Nice. It's so cozy in here. I love the den. This is the room with the 1 billion clocks. And then we go north. Guest bedroom. Bedroom, I guess. That's gotta mean something too. Greetings from Reddington. We've seen that a lot. Whoa, hang on, what's this? That's new. A single ivory die. While drafting, you may use dice to roll new floor plans. Oh, interesting. Okay, that could definitely come in handy. We've got a locked door here, but I've got 7 keys. This would be a good time for us to get a locker room. Now, let's go... Let's go kitchen. So we can buy snacks here if we ever get any more money. Right now I'm kind of broke, but, you know. We can get a banana club sandwich or tomato soup later. And we get a discount because of my coupon book. Next, pantry. I feel like we got to do passageway here. Just to give ourselves options. So now we can go 3 different ways. Got a locked door here, but we got keys. Let's go... Let's go dark room. Every time I go into the dark room, it gets dark. Just gotta pick rooms at random, which sucks, but worked out okay in this instance. So many locked doors. They did say the East Wing had more locked doors. But which is the key to one's heart? Or the Keyblade? Can you imagine if you collect enough keys, they just turned into one Keyblade? I got to unlock Kingdom Hearts, and that was the real ending of the game. The true ending, if you will. Okay. Wow, we're getting close to the antechamber. This is the closest I've ever gotten. I think, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to do chapel. I hate doing chapel. But I want to get close to that antechamber. Let's see, let's see, let's see, let's see, let's see. No, ballroom won't take us there. Billiard room will! Billiard room will take us to the antechamber. Oh damn, oh damn, oh damn, oh damn, oh damn, wait! Oh, never mind. The antechamber has doors around it. Ah. From its root meaning the room before, all signs and paths point towards the antechamber. This mysterious sealed room, resting on the 9th rank, may prove, however, quite an initial challenge to even reach, let alone enter. Still, you can't help but draw a connection between this chamber and room 46. Yeah, it is not unlocked, but TS makes a great point. We have a note that says the antechamber is locked and access levers are required to grant entry. I got ahead of myself. I saw how close I was to the antechamber and got excited. But alas, it is locked. We need to find some sort of levers. But at least we made it there for the first time. That's, you know, that's good. That's a little accomplishment. And now while we're in the billiards room, we can do this puzzle that I have figured out now. So that's 13. 3 plus 5 is 8, plus 1 is 9. 19 minus 3 is 16, minus 1 is 15. 20 minus 18 is 2, times 6 is 12. 12. 9 minus 1 is 8, times 2 is 16. Hell yeah! Boom! Well, we couldn't get into the antechamber, but at least we got close, and we got a key. This door is locked, so now we can use a special key. Apparently if you use a silver key... Let me just confirm again what it is. Unlocking a room with a silver key will lead to a room with many doors. So, let's do that here. Nice. Okay. Conference room. This is the first time we've been there. Whenever items would be spread throughout the house, they are placed in this room instead. So a conference room would pair perfectly with a locker room. It's also a new room for us, so I want to check that out. Spreading items. Some special rooms allow you to spread items throughout your house. When items are spread, they are immediately placed in several of the rooms currently on your estate. However, if you have a conference room, spread items are gathered in that room instead. Yeah, I could see that really coming in handy. Now, there's a note here. It's in red, so that is not true. That is a fake safe code. I'm still going to write it down. But we learned before that red memos are lies unless they're written by hand. So I'll just write down safe code 9083 equals lie. But maybe those numbers will still sort of come in handy at some point. Okay, this was cool. I always like unlocking new rooms because oftentimes they have little notes or new pieces of information for you to gather. Okay, what do we have here? Oh, hang on. If we go into the utility closet, we should be able to trip... No, because we need the security room first. I was going to say we should be able to trip the breaker, which would allow us to go through the room in the courtyard. But you need to change the security settings first for that to happen. maybe instead we open the closet and see if there's a security card in here. There's not. There's more keys. Got another silver key though, which is good. Okay. So now we'll need to go back down through the passageway. This is so awesome. I can see why people love this game. I am so glad I decided to take the plunge here tonight. I can see the appeal. I'm having an absolute blast. This is a lot of fun. Alright, we'll just pick a random room here. This gives us... Oh, this is new. A basketball court gives us -2 steps. Yeah, whenever you enter the gymnasium, you lose 2 steps. Hoople Sports. Nothing in here, though. I can't even throw a basketball? Really? That's lame. You're telling me I can't shoot a hoop in my own mansion? Lame. I bet I could dunk on this hoop. Look how close I am to the rim. I could definitely dunk. Okay, well, the gymnasium was a bit of a bust. But we can go this way, right? Yeah, this way. It's not your mansion yet. Oh, that's a good point. There are still rules. All right. Let's use this silver key. And then we'll go... Ah, I don't want to go weight room. But if we don't do weight room, we're going to be stuck. We're gonna have to go weight room. Boo! Ooh, this is new. Archives. Whoa, we haven't been in here before. What have we here? A key card, yes! Perfect. And then what is this? August 22nd, 85. Marigold wins Herald Literary Honor. Popular children's writer Marion Marigold adds yet another feather to her scholastic cap when she discovered on Thursday that her picture book, Swimbird, had been chosen as the Herald Literary Medal Illustrated Book of the Year. This is Marigold's second time winning this prestigious honor. The previous medal was, of course, for her debut effort. She was no stranger to the public eye even before her literary success. The niece and closest living relation of Baron H.S. Sinclair, Mary began using Marigold as a pen name to free her from the political associations that one might make with the Sinclair family. Interesting. So she's my aunt. So that was August 22nd, 85, January 27th, 86. So 6 months later. Swimbird author never considered herself success. By Gail Hermes, Herald staff writer. She confided, "My son was the one that actually got me to start writing. I'd always challenged myself to never tell him the same story twice at bedtime. And so as we ran out of books we owned, my imagination had to take over from there." Marigold has elaborated in previous interviews that her debut book, Red Prince, hey, hang on, Red Prince, is based on her son and his inflexible love of the color red, a statement that has been held with much skepticism by the many pundits that viewed that book as a rather thinly veiled political critique of the Royalist Party and their unwavering blind loyalty to the throne. So then, almost a year later, November 11th, 86, publisher and author detained by Redguard and questioned. Caleb Manning and his publisher, Philip White, were 2 of 3 dozen names that appeared on a leaked dossier naming them a person of interest in the Trinsdale bombing that killed 4 people last Tuesday. Although no group has come forth to officially take responsibility of the attack, it is widely believed by authorities to be the work of the insurgent group RLCF, who also call themselves the Children of Black Water. That's definitely something we need to write down. RLCF, the Children of Black Water insurgent group. Ruffington Press was quick to dismiss the rumors in a statement released on Friday, maintaining that the popular author and Mr. White were simply victims of an unfortunate happenstance, whatever that means. This would not be the first time that the publishing house has defended a rogue employee. 3 years ago, an associate editor with the company was arrested for criminal conspiracy, though the charges were later dropped. November 17th, Marigold drops publisher. Local author and popular personality Marion Marigold has announced a split with her longtime publishing partner, Ruffington Press, citing personal reasons. The announcement came after the arrest last week of fellow author and colleague Kayla Manning, whom Marigold has past referred to as her mentor, friend, and confidant. Marigold is the third prominent writer to distance themselves from the publisher this week. Manning and White at press function was seen at the corner, suspicious bag under the wave down a local May. This is the third major. Okay, the number 3's coming up a lot. We've already had it before underlined, third time, and it's come up a ton in this little book here. February 21st, 87. No trace is discovered of Cinca heiress, but search continues. Mary Matthew Jones, the author and illustrator whose fanciful stories are written under the pen named Marion Marigold, was last seen by a close friend around 3:45 p.m. on Friday, getting into a carriage after a late luncheon date at the 100 Bells Tea Room in Trensdale. Mrs. Jones never arrived home and the carriage driver cannot be located. Family and local authorities are very concerned but have not deemed the case foul play. It's an out-of-character incident at this point, and we are seeking information. Okay, this is like a whole story. Marigold wins her literary honor. She released her debut book, Red Prince. Publisher and author were detained, which led Marigold to leave her publisher, which led her to then disappear. Later that year, priceless jewels stolen in dramatic Royal Museum heist. Thieves in the royal capital of Fen Aries have broken into one of the Crown's fabled closed exhibits. These lavish rooms have historically been reserved exclusively for the use of the aristocracy and high peerage, and access has never been granted to those outside noble circles, at least not until today, as local police and forensic experts have been spotted in virtually every corner of the museum grounds dredging for clues. The museum authorities said they were alerted in the middle of night by reporters of several masked intruders seen breaching the south wall and brandishing firearms. The intruders broke into the museum, subdued the royal guard, and disabled the security system. By the time the militia arrived on the scene, the burglars had simply vanished. Although an official registry of the lost jewels has not been publicly announced, among the treasured artifacts rumored to be stolen is the renowned ruby crown of Orenda Aries, the priceless crown jewel whose material worth pales in comparison to the historic value. If these rumors are true, the evidence may suggest that the theft was politically motivated. And that's the final entry. What the? That is a lot. Okay. I'm not sure if there's anything else we're supposed to take from this. This seems very obvious to me. It's in bold. RLCF, the Children of Blackwater. There's some priceless jewels. There's a lot of reference to the color red, the Red Prince. Okay, we can actually use the keycard here as well. Whoa, what is this? Archived floor plan, confidential. I'm clicking that. Oh, that was kind of disappointing. I gotta be honest, I thought that would be a bit more cool. An archived floor plan, you know, but it was just a furnace room. Okay, let's try it again, I guess. Oh, okay. This is one of these breaker rooms. Now, we did learn how to do this last time, and what this is supposed to be. Wait, how did I get a blue one last time? I can't remember. We needed a blue one to get a purple one. I took a picture, hang on. I forget why it does the archived floor plan. Yeah, I must have did something. There are no blue ones today. That's gonna make my job hard. Press any button above to activate blue. Oh, if you turn them all green, then you press one, then it's... Okay, I got it. Okay. Gotta start it from one side, I think. Okay. So it's all purple. We still don't know what that does yet. All we know is that you're supposed to turn them all purple. Oh, the archived floor plan is as a result of the archives. While drafting, you will no longer be able to see all 3 of your potential floor plans. That's what it is. Okay, this is our final key. I don't think we've been to the library before. This is new. An empty book. I just want to go to, like, all the new rooms that we can, because we're getting so much information just from going in all the new rooms. Like here, additional reading. The house directory is a great resource for information. If you wish to read more about a specific room in your house, press R to pull up the directory. Okay, that shows us that, yeah. So, nope, we got something else here. Mount Holly Library Book Request Form. Books and periodicals requested with this form will be pulled and available the next time you draft the library. Oh, interesting. Okay. Okay, which one do we want? So we recognize some names here now. Swimbird by Marion Marigold. History of Orinda by Caleb Manning. And then there's also the Pump System User Manual, which I feel like would really come in handy. Drafting Strategy, Architectural Digest. I don't know which one to pick. We've seen things about Reddington before. I feel like I want all of these. You think the Architectural Digest? I mean, yeah, you're right. That probably could come in handy. Let's go with that one. My name's Simon P. Jones. Okay, so I guess next time if we get a library, the book that I want will be here. That's cool. What's also cool is going up that spiral staircase. Mount Holly Records. Oh, cool! That's records of our gameplay, I think. We played for 2 hours and 19 minutes, 5 days. Longest day was 46 minutes. Our average day is 27 minutes. That's cool. It's all of our records. Like that. So A lot of books here. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like I can actually read any of them, though. Oh, hang on. Mount Holly scrapbook. Oh, cool. Okay. Greetings from Reddington. The Baron of Mount Holly names nephew provisional heir. My first claim ticket. First item checked was sleeping mask. My favorite floor plans is mailroom. Can't seem to ever pass it up. Most drafted 1 mailroom, 2 hallway, 3 nook. Most paid for. Oh, this is cool. Contraptions I've made. Oh, we haven't made any contraptions yet. Interesting to know that's something we can even do. Kitchen receipt. These are purchases. The biggest thing I've ever purchased was a banana. Most avoided floor plans. Commissary, nursery, boudoir. Did manage to look through the telescope. That's pretty cool. Alright. I guess at some point we'll have to make some contraptions. Okay, from here, I guess we gotta go this way. Garage, dining room. We should be able to get our meal in the dining room. Yes! Oh, yo! That's a sick meal! A full pizza pie just for me! Dinner is served. Today's main course is a wood-fired pizza. Summer truffle sauce smothered in fontina cheese, wild mushrooms, and spiced salami. Cooked to perfection with just the right amount of char. I don't like mushrooms, but I can just pick those off. That's no big deal. So it gives us plus 20 steps plus an additional 10 steps if we have a furnace in our house, which we do. So we're going to get plus 30 steps here. We are gonna have some dinner. We're gonna demolish this thing. A pizza pie, yummy. Plus 30 steps. I can't believe I left half a slice behind. Yo, what the hell? I guess I got full. Seems like a waste. Like, can't I take it for later if I get hungry in the next room? Hey, Spring Shields, how are you? Happy Monday. Welcome to Blueprints. As you can see, just had a delicious meal. Didn't finish it though, which is a little bit rude. And now we continue to explore this mystery mansion. I don't want to do coat check, because that's going to put us at a dead end. What items do I have on me right now? The coupon book, the key card, the sleeping mask. Guess we'll try the archived floor plan. You're a 14-year-old, I guess. Leaving my crusts behind, right? Absolutely wasteful. And that was like a perfectly wood-charred pizza, too. It's despicable. Despicable! Hey, Law, how are you? Happy Monday. Welcome, everyone, to Blueprints. This is my first time checking out Blueprints. I've heard nothing but good things from everyone who's played this game, and we're almost 3 hours in now, which is crazy, by the way. Time has absolutely flown, and I can see why everyone loves it. This game is addicting. It's making my brain feel so big. I love solving all these puzzles and gathering information and making notes in my journal. This has been a lot of fun so far. And speaking of puzzles, we got another one here to figure out. This is day 6 for me, day 5. We've actually been pretty slow getting through the days, but I think it's because we're making so much progress. Like, you can see how many rooms I've opened here on this run. So I think we're taking it slow and steady and hopefully winning the race. Law says, I'm feeling better now. I spent the entire past week sick as a dog. Oh no, I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm glad to hear you're feeling better. There's nothing worse than when you're not feeling your best. For anyone just joining us, this room has a logic puzzle in it. Here's the basic rules. There's 3 boxes. One will display only true statements, one will display only false statements, and only one box has a prize within. So the box is here. This is the blue box. That's true. The blue box is true, and the blue box is empty. Well, we know this one is true, and we know this one is true, which means this one has to be false, which means I think the treasure's in here. Whew! Hell yeah! Give me those gems! Alright, now, Maid's Chambers. That's a new one. Haven't had that one before, but it doesn't seem like a good one for us. Less likely to find items laying around your house. Laboratory does nothing. And unfortunately, I don't know what the archived floor plan is. Do we just roll the dice? Yeah, let's see what it is. Ah, one of these. Okay. Ah, the twins! A pair of chests has been added to the entrance hall. Sick. Well, guess we're going there. You had to get 5 antibiotic shots? Oh my goodness, Law, you are really sick. You have been through the ringer, my friend. I hope you're taking some time to rest, relax, and take care of yourself. Okay, let's go drawing room. Which opens that door. Already read that. Okay, let's quickly pop back to the entrance hall to open my chests. Or, they might need keys, though. Let me see. There we go. Yeah. Of course. Okay, we don't have any keys, so we'll have to come back to that. Freezer! Ooh! That's a new one. We haven't had a freezer before. It freezes our accounts, so money and gem amounts will not reset at the end of the day, and they cannot be adjusted or used until tomorrow. Honestly, that low-key sucks. To be completely honest, that low-key sucks. We could co-check. We could co-check. Let's go check the keycard. I doubt there's going to be another locked keycard room, because we've already encountered 2 in this run, so I feel okay leaving the card there. Okay, we're running out of space. We can get a few more rooms through the drawing room. You've only seen the freezer once and you didn't pick it? Yeah, it seems pretty crappy. I mean, I could see it could have utility in certain situations. If you were getting really close to the end of your run and you had a lot of resources, then it would be useful. Freeze it and the run start the next day. But in the middle of a run or when you don't have any resources, not very useful. Okay. Guess we gotta go boudoir. Nothing in here. Oh, wait, no. Hang on. Merry Crimbus. Oh, someone got a brand new safe for Crimbus. Okay. Guess we'll keep an eye out for that. Good to know. I mean, we're running out of spaces here, so now's probably a good time for us to use our dice and redraw the floor plans. We can do... I mean, if we do wine cellar, our run's over. Because there's no other areas we can access, so our only option is to roll the dice and do archived floor plan. Whoa, this is the first time we've been outside. This is cool. Terrace. It makes green rooms not cost gems to draft. Unfortunately, doesn't help us, but it's really pretty. Safe to assume this is a no backseating chat? Yes, please. We're just working through the game together. This is a completely blind playthrough, so I'm trying to figure everything out as I go. Every now and then, you know, if I need a hint, I'll ask for it, and we can put our brains together to sort of solve some of these more challenging puzzles, but I would very much appreciate no backseating in the chat. Okay, I think we're done. I didn't see anything else. There's nowhere else we can go, I don't think. This was a good run, though. Look at how many rooms we opened today, and a lot of these rooms we opened for the very first time, meaning I was able to get a lot of information for my little journal here that's hopefully going to help us out in the future. Okay, guess we'll call it a day here and try it again tomorrow. Yeah, this game is addicting. I get it now. I totally get it now. This is addicting. Mount Holly, the Red Manor, because we opened a lot of red rooms. 6 red rooms. We had 32 rooms. Made it all the way up to rank 9. We took 53 steps, found 6 items, and 7 new rooms. I always love to see a streamer work their noggins. I am working it tonight. I'll tell you that for free. We're working it good. Alright, let's do at least one more day. I feel like each day has taken longer and longer, so we'll see how long this day takes, and maybe we might wrap it up after this, but one more day! One more day! It's like we're playing Civilization or Stardew Valley or something. Just one more day, right? Just one more. Alright. Let's... Let's go parlor. I'll tell you that for free. So East Coast Canada. Are you from East Coast Canada, Mandy? That's so funny if you clock that. This box and the white box are both empty. This box and the blue box are both empty. The other 2 statements have identical wording. This box and the blue box are empty. This box... No. So this is false. One of these has to be false. No, that's not true. They could both be true. Which means these are both empty. Which means the gems are in here. Because one of these has to be true. Which means these boxes are empty. Which means the gems are in here. Think. Whew! I don't think I've gotten one of those logic puzzles wrong yet. I love it. You're from Montreal, but live in Australia. Oh, amazing. I'm actually, I live in Calgary now. I'm still in Canada, but I'm born and raised in St. John's, Newfoundland. So as East Coast Canadian as you can get. So it's funny that you clocked that, Mandy. That's awesome. Okay, we've got coat check here. The question is, do I want to use coat check right now? We might get coat check again later. Because the den gives us way more options. I'm gonna go den. Hopefully we'll get coat check again later. Commissary, chapel. Oh, definitely storeroom. Definitely storeroom. Let's load up on all the supplies. 1 gold, 2 keys, 1 gem. Let's go. Wondering if we go closet here to get some items, because I can still go down through the entrance hall and go that way. Let's see. We got a dice, and we got a key. Yeah, let's go this way. So now we can go bedroom, nook, or spare room. Let's go bedroom. Got a couple steps. Ooh, good thing we went bedrooms. Look at this. Coin purse. Each time you collect $3, earn an additional $1 in interest. Don't mind if I do. And here we'll go corridor. Here we'll go Definitely passageway. Give us all of the options. We'll start going from the right and then work our way back left. So right, we can go... I think we go nursery here. First of all, we've never done a nursery before, so it's nice to just do a new room. And then this should help us out in the long run, hopefully. Holy crap, that's a big goose. Wow, that's kind of scary. That goose could eat your baby. Ooh, someone left money. And hey, The Red Prince by Marion Marigold. There was a red prince who sat on a red throne. He had a red crown made of rubies and a red castle made of stone. The prince had a love for all things red. It's the only true color, the prince often said. What does that mean? The only true color. We've learned before. We've already learned that blue memos are true and red memos are lies unless written by hand. So maybe this is just a red herring? Literally, red, get it? Red herring. I mean, I'll still write it down. Red is the only true color. I mean, maybe what we learned before only applies specifically to memos, and this is something different. Red is the only true color. He could not stand the sight of a canary or a crow. He could not stand the white of a swan in the snow. And he never looked up for fear of the view. He had heard that the sky was not a red hue. That's the end of the book? Oh no. So he always had a book to turn his eyes down if he was ever outside when the clouds weren't around. And do you know which book the prince always had? The one that made him happy whenever he was sad? A story he had read in the bath and the bed, and maybe you can guess with the clues that we have said. It was the story of a boy who also wore red, and he looked like our prince from his toes to his head. And as you, my reader, might already assume, this book is quite near you, in fact, in the same room. A story about you, if it needs to be said, about a red prince and his book, the red book we just read. Okay. I wonder if there's anything we're supposed to take from that other than it's the only true color. Interesting. Rubik's Cube for a baby? They're breeding geniuses here in the manor, apparently. Can't open any of these. Honk. Okay, guess that's it for there. Maybe this is a red herring, me in every room playing this. Let's go dark room. Which is always so damn dark. The power goes off every time we make a step in here. Wait. Oh, I thought those were letters. Never mind. NVM. Pick a room at random. Fingers crossed, furnace. Okay. Pick a room at random. Oh, I think this is new. Maid's chamber. Oh, this is a bad one. Less likely to find items laying around in your house. Damn it. But on the bright side, we've never been in here before, and it looks like there's a letter we have yet to read. Staff notice. The day we all dreaded has finally arrived. It is with unprecedented sadness that we inform you of the death of our benefactor, employer, and master, the Baron of Mount Holly, H.S. Sinclair. Any staff who have an interest in attending services may contact Mrs. Babbage for details. In following the instructions left by the Baron himself, effective immediately, all work at Mount Holly is suspended. All live-in staff will have 1 month paid leave and must vacate the premises by Friday, November 6th. So if there's no staff here, who's cooking me lunch? That's what I want to know. Who's delivering me books and cooking me lunch? Must be the staff, I guess. A motley crew. It's the ghost of barren past. Okay, you know, we've never drafted a commissary. Let's do it. This is the very first commissary we've ever drafted. And there's lots of notices here. The commissary will be closed from day 12 to day 16. Sorry for any inconvenience. That's a lie, because it's written on red paper. Without? What is this thing? With tiger... I feel like that's pointing to its tail. With tail. Without tail? Does anyone know what this thing is called? It's something you put like pastries on, but I don't know what its actual name is. Staff notice. Oh, we've seen this before. Effective the first week of December, payroll for all live out and seasonal staff. Yeah, so that's the terminal password, unfortunately. It's a pastry presentation platform. Seems right to me. I don't know what that thing is called. You know who would know what that thing is called? Alana. Hang on. I'm gonna phone a friend. Hey, Alana. Can you come here for 1 second? Alana will know what this thing is. No, I genuinely need your help. I'm using a phone a friend. Do you know what this thing is called? TS called it a pastry presentation platform. Do you know what that's called?
Oh.
As you can see, there's a puzzle. There's a picture of a tiger and it says with, and then there's a picture of that says without, but I don't know what that's called. Because I was thinking, like, are they referring to the tail? Is this something called like a tail?
It's like a tier.
Tier.
So tiger without T-I-E-R?
Oh, tiger and tier with... like...
It's like a tiered platter.
They have the same letters.
Yeah.
Tiger and tier. So with a G and without a G?
Yeah, with a G and without.
With a G and without a G. Alana's a genius. Phone a friend worked.
Big brain energy.
Big brain energy. That's it. It's with and without a G. But what does that mean? I guess I write down G? G. Okay. Oh, hang on. You remember in these rooms, we've seen so many of these little pictures. She had a Rubik's Cube in her nursery.
Oh, I've never solved a Rubik's Cube.
No, we went to a nursery earlier and there was a Rubik's Cube in it. I said they must have been raising geniuses in here. So that was you.
I've never solved it.
But guys, you remember how in all the rooms we've seen like pictures? Maybe in all of the rooms the pictures have something like that. Like they're one letter apart. Let's see. Hang on. Let me see if I can find more pictures. Oh, you don't have to stay.
Oh, I thought it was dismissed.
Graph and cart, chart and cart. H. Oh my god. Yes. I don't know what this means, but I think we're supposed to be writing down letters. Okay. Thank you. Phone a friend worked. Damn. Big brain energy. Okay, so I need to do it one more time. 2 times is a coincidence, 3 times is a pattern, right? I need to find one more set to confirm that this is... Okay, bathtub, bath, H. Okay, what the hell are we supposed to do with these letters, though? Oh, damn. Okay, I feel like we need to go back to the very beginning and look at these. Okay. Ace and face, F. Now the question is, are these supposed to be in some sort of order? Maybe the order like that we opened the rooms. I can't remember what order we opened the rooms.
Brain blasted you so hard.
You brain blasted me so hard.
I can hear you in here.
We've been playing the game.
Bat. Oh my god.
We've been playing the game for 3 hours, and I've seen these little pictures, but I didn't know what they were. Crowbar. Pray? Pray. Crow. I don't know what that one is. Pray and pry. Yes, Meerkat. Yes, this is teamwork making the dream work right here. Okay. Again, what do these letters do? I don't know, but it's got to be something. Stairs. Stars. So I am absolutely mind blown right now. I know. This is awesome. Plane. Plans. So E. Yeah, we imagine. Probably. We do need a password, remember, for the security terminal. This must be how we get it. Bridge, bride, G. Oh man, this is awesome.
Guess you're never going to bed.
I guess I'm never going to bed. I guess this is now a 24-hour stream. We're staying up all night.
Oh my god.
You shouldn't have been so smart at the puzzle, Alana. Stream might have been over.
Card. Did we do cards?
Yeah, we did these. This is ace and face.
Okay.
F. I wanted to make sure I did all the rooms. Pin. Pine. Oh man, I love how in on this Alana is now. It is such a good feeling to figure out a puzzle like this. It is an incomparable feeling. Bats and bats, so that's H.
Okay, you already did that one.
I did, but I wanted to go back to the beginning to do them in order, so I didn't miss any, so I didn't write any down yet. So then, this is the nursery with the Rubik's Cube. Yep, there it is.
Yes, there's my room.
This is your room. Mountain.
And P. Peek and P.
Peek and P. Holy crap. You're
3 into Atlanta played.
That's exactly what's gonna happen, Mandy.
Muffin, can you help? Do you know letters?
We didn't teach Muffin how to read because we're bad parents, so Muffin can't help. Now the question is, do you think there's any drawings in here? We might have to turn on the lights to do that. Okay. Family puzzle! Chart and cart is H. I've just got a smorgasbord of letters here now. I don't know what we're gonna do with these, but I'm hyped that we're collecting them. And then we got tiger and tear, which is G. Stream lore is that Muffin's illiterate. So all the letters I've collected are F, A, I, E, G, E, H, K, H, G, which don't think that spells anything yet. But hopefully, if we get more letters...
No, let me see that.
You want to see this?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's, I think, the terminal password.
Clock in and out at one of the electronic computer terminals. Security.
Bronny, I'm glad that I'm helping you out with your playthrough, too. See, this is the definition of teamwork makes the dream work. We're noticing all kinds of little things.
Looks like the password starts with an S, though.
That's what we thought, yeah. Terminal password starts with an S, so I wrote down. So maybe this is something different.
Have you reached all of them now?
No, not yet, because I guess we'll have to see in all the rooms we open, all the pictures.
But you've seen all the pictures that you in the rooms you have already.
Yeah. Yeah. This is now the stream where we use our brains to work it all out. Oh yeah, we're one collective brain at this point. Now what is this? Beep boop, beep boop. I don't think they...
The white button.
No, I don't think they... I don't think they plugged it in. I can buy stuff at the commissary though. Whoa! Annual Maids Day sale. 2 days only. All items up to 50% off. All staff are welcome. Day 20 and 21. What if I'm not staff? I'll have to keep that in mind. I'm gonna write that down too. Sale at the commissary. Day 20 and 21. And then, oh wow, they're selling all kinds of stuff in here. Again, I'm not sure who's manning the register. Ghosts, I guess.
Some Nike kicks.
Yeah, some Nike kicks. We cannot afford those. Those are $8. We can get a set of 4
do you
gems.
have?
I have $5. We can get a set of gems for $10. We can get a sledgehammer for $8. What we would do with that, I don't know, but I can't afford it. Or we could spend $3 to get 1 gem. I think I'm gonna hold off for now. We can always come back. Yeah, I mean, we can wait for the sale. I kind of want to save up and get a sledgehammer, so... Your logic for the shop is that it works on an honor system? Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. Good thing I'm an honorable person, I guess. You're no... I mean, if you want to hang out, you can, but no, no longer required. I just needed you because I thought you might know what this was, and you did. So, go team! Welcome home, DNA. I hope work was alright. Alright, let's keep moving. New room. I would love to go to the aquarium. Oh, but... No, because we can't back out. I was going to say we could go buy the gem at the commissary, but you need to select it. Damn, we haven't been to the aquarium yet either, so I would love to go. What Bronny's saying is we could have a sledgehammer right now. If we weren't honorable, we'd brute force room 46 with a building crew. Sorry. Now the issue is... Muffin's out too? Okay. Everyone's gone. Alright. Well, thank you for your help. The issue is if we pick archives, then we can no longer see all 3 of our potential floor plans. Which I don't love. I would love to get the aquarium. I think now's the time to use our dice. I don't love any of those. Wow, I don't love any of these either. Shit. Okay, yeah, these all sucks. These all suck. I guess we'll go gymnasium. It's gonna make me lose steps, but look, we got more drawings. Plain... Paint plain? Planet and plane. Yes, that's right. Planet and plane. That's a T. Again, I have literally no idea what we're collecting these letters for, but it makes sense now because in every room there were these 2 little drawings. So clearly we're meant to do something with the letters we're collecting. And I guess we'll find out what that is at some point. Paint and pint, eh? This is a lot of letters. And see, the thing is I'm just writing them down. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to be, like, correlating them to the rooms or anything. Like, I may be really fucking this up, but I'm just happy we've at least figured out this part right here. That's TS, same brain. I literally just voiced that exact comment. TS says, would it make sense to note which room the letters are found in, or do the pictures change between runs? And that's what I'm not sure of. I mean, here's what I'll do. I'll make a little note. I'll say A equals hallway, and then we can see if that's the same on the next run. But we've got a lot of really random letters accumulated now, so... I'm not sure what we're going to do with them. As we've already noted, it appears that the terminal password does start with an S, but... We'll see. Tie and... Clock? Does that have another word? Time! Ah, yes, Meerkat. See, this is when we can all use our brains together. Tie and time. And I'll just make a little note that this is in the Nook. Because this might change, but it might not. So it's probably helpful to write it down. We'll do... Ooh, we haven't been in the laboratory before. Okay, billiards room. Where we get to do my favorite puzzle. First, though. Coast and... Do you think that's supposed to be cost? Like a token? Or maybe that's not coast? What would that be? That's like a tag. Tag and... the one on the left is really giving coast. Charm. Yeah. Charm. The left makes you think of coast too? Yeah, I'm trying to think what else it could be. Yeah, I think the issue is I don't 100% know what the thing on the right is. Like, I feel confident, kind of, about the one on the left. But I don't really know what the one on the right is. Left ideas are coast, beach, head, sea, ocean, or view, or cliff. You think it's coast and cost? Yeah, that would make sense. I don't know what that thing is. But I guess it has a number on it. It could be like a token. Oh, it's like a price tag, I think. I think it's supposed to be like a tag that you'd put on something to indicate that it's $10. So it would be cost. Like Mandy suggested, coast and cost. I think it is. That was a tricky one. I think that's A right there. Okay. Let's do this puzzle. 8. 20 minus 3, 17. 8 times 2, 16. 6 divided by 2, 3. 20 minus 15 is 5, times 3 is 15, divided by 15 is 1. Hell yeah! Let's go, keys! Hey Morgan, how are you? Alright, so that's the end for the billiard room, but we do have 4 keys now, which is nice. The fact that there was no currency listed tripped me up. Oh, me too, 100%. 100%. That one was tough. But I think coast cost is it. Now, I hate this room too, but I think we gotta go chapel. Now, in here, we don't have any pictures. We got the stained glass, which might be a different thing. I feel like at some point we'll get a pointer as to what we're supposed to do with that, maybe, because that looks kind of obvious as well. But until we have more information, it doesn't mean a whole lot to us. I didn't want the archives, but here we are. Unfortunately, we're getting stuck with some shitty ones. Elk, or a deer, and stage theater? It's gotta be a stage. Stage and... oh, stag. Stag and stage. It's gotta be. E. Morgan says, I'm dead. Friday and today I was in the same classroom full of actual feral goblins. Oh my god. I don't know how you do it, Morgan. My job is hard enough and I deal with adults. I can only imagine dealing with feral children. That is... good on you, man. Okay. Oh, we got code check where I can claim my key card. I don't know if we need that right now, though. I'm gonna go archive floor plan. Nice. Get some money. Any pictures in here? Yes. Coast and coat. So that's S. So it looks like some of the pictures repeat. But I guess the pairing won't repeat. Tent? No. We know that's cost. We already figured that out. Cost and... camp? Cost and... Cost and... camp? No. Cost. It was, this one. Unless it can mean different things. Oh, it can mean different things. I just assumed that it was the same interpretation as the other room. But no, you're right. I think the interpretation is different. It's 10 and tent. I think you're absolutely right. Yeah. Mandy says, I'm not convinced that the wording stays the same with the same picture. And I think you're absolutely right. Okay, we've got a lot of letters now. F-A-I-E-G-E-H-K-H-G-T-A-M-A-E-S-T. I don't know what we're doing with all these. But we'll keep collecting them, I guess, for now. Alas, we are at a dead end here, so we're going to have to go back to the passageway. We're getting low on steps. Or actually, we can just go up here. Through the chapel. We really need gems to unlock some of the more intricate rooms, for lack of a better word. Crown and Crow, that's an R. I feel like the big aha moment of tonight was figuring out the correlation between the photos. The next big aha moment is going to be figuring out what to do with these letters, I bet. I feel like that's going to be a big, like, oh, damn moment. Trying to figure out how to get back to the passageway. I think I'm going to take the opportunity to buy a gem. Because we've come across so many options where I want to get rooms, but we don't have any gems, so I think that's actually going to be worth it. Like here, we can do a courtyard. Which has nothing. Oh, no. We got a shovel. Looks like it could be useful for digging. Digging what? Digging what? Did we notice anything anywhere that maybe could have been dug? I don't think so. Shovel! Could we shovel stuff into the furnace? Hang on. Aha! We can! You dug up a few old coins! Sick! Okay. Don't mind if I do. And now that we have 8 coins, can we buy anything from the commissary? I think we can buy the sledgehammer now. That shovel led me on such an adventure. Honestly, love that for you. Yes. We can buy the sledgehammer now. Can shatter padlocks on locked trunks. Oh, so you don't need keys. Damn. Okay, this is cool. This is cool. We are figuring out so much. That's the beauty of roguelike type games, right? Is like every run you just get more information, and that information just allows you to do better on the next run. And it's just, it's a really cool cycle. Okay, here we've got tier and tie, so that's an R. After meeting adjourns, take all conference notes and place them in the office safe. Okay, I should write that down too, maybe. All conference notes are in the office safe. Okay. The dining room? Hey, what do we got today? Holy shit, that is fancy. Dinner is served. Today's main course is a lemon glazed salmon, charbroiled Cajun spiced salmon, lemon butter sauce served over spinach leaf. We get plus 20 steps, and we would get an additional 10 if we had an aquarium in our house, which we don't, but we'll take the 20. God damn. I mean, this time we left behind what seems to be normal leftovers. The tail and the head, a few lemons, and a bit of spinach. That's much better than leaving behind half a slice of pizza. That's the only meal I've gotten in here. It blew my mind when you got the pizza. Oh, really? I guess there's multiple different meals. That's cool. Variety is the spice of life. Up there we've got coat and cot, which is A. Yeah, that was quite a fish. Did you guys see the Cavaliers versus the Heat? No, was it a good game? Oh, speaking of the aquarium, we can get one right now. Oh, well, this is the first time we actually get to see the aquarium. There's a spot here we can dig. We got a rather dirty coin. Hey, Death. Death says I would have done a parsley butter instead of lemon, but that did sound pretty good. Inside we've got stage and sage, I want to say it is. So I think that's a T. And what are these tiny aquarium setups? Why is this guy in an office? God damn, dude. Fluorescent lights and everything? That is... Wow. I am sorry for you. That seems like my purgatory. To stick me in an office with fluorescent lighting forevermore. Over here we've got a bathroom. Who set up these aquarium exhibits? This sucks. This is like a sitting room. Oh, they got the best one. They got the outdoor, the patio set up, and then they've got the bedroom. Oh, that one's alright too. Weird choices for the aquarium tanks, but, you know, fish are fish. We like fish. They're cute. And we did get to dig up some dirt in here. It's too bad we didn't have this room before we ate the fish. We would have got some extra steps, but... Anyway. 'Tis what it is. Next we'll go into the library. Ooh, here we go! Bleeze made mentions of this earlier. We found a wood and brass magnifying glass so we can look at stuff more closely. Speaking of, we got the book that we were looking for before. The last person who took it out was Kimberly Thompson on September 5th of 93. It's November 12th of 93 when we took it out. Now, Drafting Strategy Contents, Volume 3, June issue. The Potential Within. To the ambitious young architect, a fresh blueprint represents a fresh blueprint... Oh, sorry. Read the same sentence over again. A fresh blueprint represents a world of boundless possibilities. When you're staring at a blank canvas, you have unlimited potential and ideas to explore. But with an abundance of options at your disposal, the architect can also become overwhelmed by the countless choices and decisions that need to be made. Should I draft a hallway or a closet? How many bedrooms do I need in my house? Is passageway really worth 2 gems? All these questions can compound, adding layers of complexity and stress to the design process. That's why it's even more important to develop simple and effective strategies that you can employ while drafting your house to ensure a successful project outcome. Okay. One of the most common ways... Oh, this really zooms in. Oh yeah, this is going to be a big help for certain things. One of the most common ways that architects draft themselves into a corner is by not having the resources they need when opening a new door. So you want to focus on drafting rooms that grant you gems and prioritize acquiring gems as early in the day as you can. Okay, that's good to know. Make sure you check for gems in the room you're in before clicking the door. I do this way too much. Think about saving some gems for emergencies. I will never draft passageway in the first 5 ranks. Don't pass up on wine cellar. If you see gems for sale in any of the shops, buy them out. Okay. That's actually a very helpful tip for us. So we're always going to prioritize gems. Got it. And then when you begin drafting a house, it's important to start each day with a solid foundation. I should write that down, actually. Prioritize gems. Always get wine cellar. Very common mistake beginners make is drafting in a straight line north and ignoring the many unopened doors they've left behind. Yeah. When these architects reach the higher ranks, they quickly discover they do not have enough keys or gems to continue. Their day usually ends by returning to the lower ranks to draft from the doors they skipped, only to find rooms and items that would have made all the difference. Okay, so what they're saying is don't try to just go straight up. You kind of need to fill out the sides as you go. As the layout to the right demonstrates, even a path of rooms that snakes through the house and does not go in a straight line can also be structurally weak if you're leaving lots of unopened doors in the ranks behind you. By starting each day on a strong foundation of rooms on the early ranks, you'll have a much better chance of finding... Yeah, okay, got it. Top drafting combos. 5 combos you don't want to miss. Another aspect to consider when planning your house. This is very helpful, by the way. This book is fantastic. This has given me so many extra tips. If you draft Cloister before Terrace, you'll be down 3 gems, but if you draft them in the reverse order, Cloister would be free. Identifying a synergistic pair of floor plans is an essential first step, but determining the optimal order for drafting these rooms will provide you with an additional advantage, significantly improving your chances of success. So you should always do Terrace, then Cloister. You should always do Foyer, then Great Hall. So if I see the second set of rooms, I shouldn't draft them until I see the first set of rooms. I had a hunch it'd be useful, but not nearly this useful. Damn, this is literally like a strategy guide in the game. This is amazing. Nursery, bunk room. And yeah, there's rooms in here I didn't even know existed. I've never seen the office or the attic or the workshop or the foyer. So, nursery, bunk room, office, conference room, attic, workshop. Cool, okay. Damn, there's still more. Making a connection. 2-pair combos aren't the only form of room synergy. You'll find some floor plans only work by drafting other specific rooms. These rooms aren't powerful on their own, but become very useful when their connectivity is eventually discovered. The utility closet is a perfect example of this. It doesn't do anything by itself, but it can literally power up or down other rooms you have drafted in your house. Oh, interesting. If you turn the lights off in the gymnasium, you won't have step loss. Interesting. Other examples of connectivity. Her lady's chamber. Yeah, we've never seen that before. Has synergy with Lady Epson's other 2 rooms, her boudoir and her walk-in closet. The boiler room connects ducts from room to run steam power to specific destinations in the house. Laboratory, garage, laundry room, furnace, and pump room all have uses for steam power. Speaking of pump room, this room controls the water level throughout rooms in the estate and can interact directly with the pool, aquarium, greenhouse, kitchen, and several other features located outside of the main house. Okay, I'm just going to take a picture of this one because this one's got a lot of information. Tips and tricks. In the kitchen, you can check which course is being served in the dining room that day. This will allow you the opportunity to draft specific rooms that will make the meal even more delicious. Besides counting as 2 bedrooms, bunk room also counts as 2 rooms. This will increase the amount of steps granted by master bedroom, the amount of gold spread by the tomb. What? There's so many rooms I've never even heard of. Each time you solve a puzzle in the billiard room or parlor, the difficulty will increase slightly the next time you draft that room. Interesting. Just because you didn't find any items in a room when you first explored it doesn't mean that will be the case the next time you draft it. The day after drafting freezer, it enters an automated cooldown refreezing cycle during which it cannot be drafted for the next 24 hours. If you're stuck or don't know what to do in a specific room, sometimes it's smart to move on. There are multiple ways to solve many of the challenges you'll come across, and there's a very good chance you'll find a piece of information down the road which may help. When in doubt, draft rooms you have never seen before. Even if you do not think the rooms seem very useful, they may still hold useful clues and information that may help you on your journey. Word from the editor. Although with this volume we have provided our readers with many potential strategies and tricks to try, we here at Architectural Digest hope that aspiring architects know that there's truly no set blueprint for success. Each player will develop their own style of play and discover their own secrets. Oh, I didn't mean to send confetti down, but yay, Architectural Digest. Yeah, no, this is actually pretty huge. Like TS said, I thought it might be helpful. This was a straight up strategy guide within the game, which is kind of insane. That is extremely, extremely helpful. We will make good use of all that information. Now in here we've got car and card, which is D. Again, no idea what these letters are for, but maybe we'll find out at some point. Prioritizing the gems seems like a good advice. I know it seems silly, but it wasn't something I was doing, and I'm definitely going to start doing that. Crow and row is C. Now... Oh, damn, am I stuck? Shit. I did not realize. I thought I had more room. I think we are stuck. Yeah, I don't see any other way we can go. Holy shit, the speed run for this is under 5 minutes? Yeah, that's crazy. That is crazy, but that was an extremely useful handbook, that's for sure. For anyone who's wondering what to check out of the library, make sure you check out that one. See, what's awful is look how many good items we have in this run. We had the magnifying glass, the sledgehammer, the shovel, the coin purse. I wish we had coat check. But alas, I think we're done for this run. I don't think there's anywhere else we can go. Day 6 ends right there. We learned a lot on day 6. A lot. I should write down the paintings, actually. 1 letter difference between drawings in rooms. All right. Yeah, we found a lot of stuff on that run. Now, we've been going for 3.5 hours, a little longer than I even planned to stream tonight, but that's what happens when Blueprint sinks its claws into you and doesn't let you go. I get it. It only took me 1 stream, 1 session for me to figure out what this game was all about. I can see why everyone loves it. This is addicting. This is fun, and I cannot wait to play more. We've actually filled up 3 full pages in my notebook here this evening, so I think we've gathered a lot of information. Obviously not enough information, but most importantly, we got that handbook there at the end, which I think is going to be of great use. That's just going to help me with my strategy so that we can open more rooms and get more information. But regardless, I think I'm going to call it here. It's what happens when you're having fun, right? Time flies. That was our first look at Blueprints. And if you liked what you saw, if you're as hooked as I am, if you're ready to put your brains together and help me figure this game out, then I've got good news for you. This is going to be our Monday game moving forward. That's right, I do stream every Monday here at Twitch. I normally get started around 6 p.m. Mountain, which is 8 p.m. Eastern. So we will continue our journey on Mondays right here at twitch.tv/Tallara. Hopefully I will see you guys back here next Monday. I cannot wait. I don't know if I'm going to be able to wait a whole week. This is crazy. I'm going to lie in bed tonight and just think about all these different theories, and I can't wait to experience more. So for everyone who stopped in tonight and hung out, thank you so much. Not only did I love the game, but I absolutely loved having you guys here hanging out. It was so fun solving these puzzles together. So thank you so much, everyone, for the raids. We had Riz and Spinachy with the raids tonight. Please and Spinachy with the resubs, and we had a couple of new followers as well. Welcome to Dog Nation and Mandy. Thank you all for hanging out. Well, like I said, I will be back on Monday for Blueprints, but our next stream will actually be on Sunday. If you're new around here, I usually do a weekend stream and then a Monday stream. The weekend stream this weekend is going to be on Sunday, and that's going to be another exciting stream as well, because we're going to be finishing up Avowed on Sunday, a game that we've been playing now for quite some time. So we've got the Avowed finale coming up on Sunday, and then more Blueprints coming up on Monday. So hopefully I will see you guys there for one of those. If you are new around here, or you just need a reminder, you can head over to the YouTube channel where you can check out not only VODs of all the streams if you need to get caught up on anything, but I also do exclusive Let's Play content for YouTube. Right now we're working through Suikoden 2 and Xenoblade Chronicles X, so you can check both of those games out right over there. Thank you all again so much for watching. Before we call it a night, I am going to send y'all on a little raid. My good friend, the Power Hour, aka Mark, is currently streaming. He's streaming Baldur's Gate 3. Baldur's Gate 3 is great, but Mark is a pro at this game. He does challenge runs. He's currently doing a true solo Honor Lae'zel build, so that means he's only playing with one character, and the character is not allowed to die throughout the entire game. He does stuff like that and makes me look like an absolute noob. So how about we raid on over and say hello to Mark? I'm sure he will love to see you guys. He's a really great guy. One of many amazing friends I've met here on the Twitch platform since I've started streaming. So go on over, say hello to Mark. Otherwise, guys, thank you again so much for hanging out. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Enjoy the rest of your week. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe, and I'll see you guys back here again real soon.